Which part of the world are you in?
I'm in Bangalore, man, in
Oh,
Teachers Colony, HSR layout.
you live in HSR. I thought you lived in MG
We
Road.
came to a friend's house. So
Okay.
there's a group of people. We had run a campaign called Nota, None of the Assholes, right? It
Ah,
was
okay.
a it was a reunion of that group.
Oh, nice.
So we just like and kind of thinking about local, BBMP elections, how to play it, forming the seeds for that.
Got
Hello.
it. Yeah, yeah, I'm listening. I was just playing the live and checking. I'll share the live link also with you. Hold on. I think all of this would be coming as part of the conversation if I'm live. Yeah, not sure if it's a good idea.
That's
But
fine.
anyway, let's
I
see.
don't think there are any viewers right now on that.
Yeah, yeah, because I've not shared the link to anyone, right? But like whenever I share the link also, I don't like people would see from the start, no?
I don't think so.
Oh, they would see the live stream at that
Live stream,
moment.
yeah. Because
Right, right, right. Okay, makes sense. Nice. Okay. So I'm getting a bunch of interesting people. One is a doctor, one is a lawyer, one is a Ravi Handa. He's a financial
yeah, yeah.
independence creator. Yeah, he's joining. There's a filmmaker who's joining. So people from
Nice.
different professions.
I
Hold
don't know how
on.
long I'll keep on the call, but I'll be
Yeah,
on
I
and
mean
off.
let's keep at least until 12, and after that maybe we can all part ways. That's okay. Uh, yeah, how do I share this meeting link with them? Okay, find it.
If you want, I can give the phone to some of my friends here as well. So there's a lot of local leaders and everybody.
Oh, they're all politically
Not
involved, is
political. I
it?
mean, they're all part of the old Samudaya gang.
Ah,
The
nice.
roots of Samudaya are in Nota.
Oh, nice. So you voted for Nota. Your network is very patchy. Network is very patchy. No, can't hear you.
I don't have iPhone.
I think you're frozen.
Am I back?
You are audible, but it's
Can
extremely
hear you.
patchy. Your voice is cracking up.
Wi-Fi.
No, I can't hear you, Anup.
Sorry. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, very loud and clear. Yes.
Okay. I think it's the video. I'm on a mobile network, so no Wi-Fi today.
Oh,
This guy, his house, the Wi-Fi is not working. So
hi, Nanju. What's up?
I
Fancy background, man.
yeah, I wanted to use it sometime, but today I thought it was good.
Nice.
Hi, Anup. Anup is
Yes,
he's
Anup is
also
here.
part of the original Nota gang.
Yeah, yeah, he was telling me when we met last week.
so you're still at the Nota party, Anup?
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure. Mahesh is here, Mujahid is here, Vikram is here.
Nice. This is really so. What's happening? I didn't follow the news at all.
Pure shit show.
Looks like NDA will might just about scrape through.
Oh, okay.
Which is lowered. UP has given the middle finger to Modi,
Wow,
uh,
that's pretty.
and so has Rajasthan. And but there have been gains made in Orissa primarily and Andhra Pradesh. Karnataka is a little loss, but overall just a scrape through looks like.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Should I share the Election Commission live stream here?
Yeah. Why
I
not?
think it will be good.
Okay, hold on. I'll do that. I'm only afraid if I share my screen, is my entire screen going to be visible or only that window?
You can choose.
Because I am live streaming this on YouTube, I'm just concerned like what is going public. Oh, 539 out of 543 countings have begun, but again, these trends are very misleading, right? Because
Misleading and the worrying factor, Krishna, is it seems rural votes get counted later in the thing. And
correct.
so
If you look at something like a Varanasi, there are totally about almost 20 lakh votes to be counted, and hardly 2 lakh has been counted. So
exactly.
anything that we conclude now is hardly 10% of vote share.
Yeah.
But what is still intriguing to me is if you look particularly at places like UP, Samajwadi has already touched something like 28. It's not a question of whether they lead or not, right? It's largely to say how are they even being relevant? Why are they coming up on the top charts?
It's only because of the India Alliance. And I think that 8,500 rupees per month, I've heard it so many times in UP this time. There seems to be a feeling that if everybody or every family gets 8,500 rupees every month, that's good stability that they will gain, right? Especially the ones that are hurting right now.
Yes, and similar behavior is being seen in Tamil Nadu also, right? Communist Party has come in Tamil Nadu out of nowhere. I don't
Yeah.
understand how are they gaining relevance. Kerala Congress is leading way above communist. Um, Rajasthan, Gujarat, 4 Congress leading seats.
Yeah.
Totally surprising numbers.
No, I think this is definitely a cry of it's some kind of a middle finger that the electorate is showing to the people running the country right now. I mean, that's for sure. I mean, looking at UP,
It's still too early. No.
It's way too
yeah,
early to
look
say
at
that.
it.
Yeah.
But on what grounds would you even say that, right? Like, would you say that it's the local state government that's, causing anti-incumbency, or do you think it is a union government that people are wanting to vote out? What exactly, and how do you even conclude that?
No, one thing that I've realized talking to many people is that people have made a clear distinction between Lok Sabha elections and their state politics. They are very clear about there is a difference, right? So the national politics, in my opinion, this year was clearly about bring Modi back or remove Modi. There was no other consideration in anybody's head.
I think your voice is
Voted
cracking again. It was good wherever you were, like
down.
the place you earlier were.
The
Hey,
video
who
was
is
off
Basically
again.
suggesting
PHS?
you switch off the video, is it?
No, I
Yeah.
want him to keep the video on, but like
Okay.
remain wherever he was
No,
before.
I'm just
Sorry.
joking. Yeah.
Hey, who is PHS? Hi, PHS, are you here? You're on mute in case you're speaking. I'm trying to recollect who is PHS that I shared this link with.
Is there a place where we get to see what percentage of counting is done?
Oh, PHS Pranav Hariyar. Sorry, what? What is being counted?
Yeah, what percentage is done in terms of
So the
what
way I
percentage?
do it is basically you can go to constituency wise, look at the grid view, and you will see the total list of votes already counted. You can go to Wikipedia and look at the total electorate from that constituency, and you can draw the comparison.
Oh, okay. So there's no.
Shashank is here. Pranav, I'm not sure if you are audio connected. Shashank can't hear you either.
Hello.
Yes, can hear you now. Video Akbara.
Yeah. Actually, there was in the previous elections there was the option to see which round of counting was taking place. I'm not able to find that right now in the website. They've updated the website.
Bad lighting.
Yeah. It's
Also
like,
clean your lens a bit. Pranav, are you there?
Well, incidentally, MSN has a very nice UI to give the report.
MSN, what is MSN?
MSN Microsoft, msn.com/India elections
Oh,
has
okay.
a very simple UI. Uh, in fact, I'm not even on their site. I'm just on Bing, and you got that coming in. So
Interesting. Let's wait.
But
A few
yeah.
more people are supposed to join. I'll just ping Pranav in the meanwhile.
Hi.
Hey, hi. I was just pinging you. What's up, Pranav?
Hi.
Hi. I'll do intros. I'm waiting for two more people to join, and then we'll do intros, and then we'll start jamming.
No, I'm good. It is weird.
No, I'm not.
No, I don't want. I'm good. I'm good.
So Anup, you found the liquor yesterday?
So I've stopped. I've reduced my drinking quite a bit. There was beer, just drank.
FYI, guys, this is being live streamed.
That's fine. I don't expect many people on this link. I mean, and if there are, who cares?
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, there were quite a few people calling. Would you know where to find liquor? There was a lot of plans of people jamming up to follow election. First time I heard something like IPL, and then they tell me, no, we've done it for every election. Like, okay.
Maybe the network is low. You want to switch your hotspot.
KV, you haven't shared the link of the live stream anywhere, right?
Not yet. I want everyone to join and then maybe share it.
Yeah.
It's okay. We'll have a proper uncensored and candid discussion. Don't worry. And you won't go to jail. Don't worry. Trust me, you have way more controversial people on this meeting. One of them just left.
Who left? Anup left, is it?
Anup, yeah.
Well, Anup was very vocal about
Anup is back. Ravi's
400
here.
par on LinkedIn.
Hey, Ravi. Thanks for joining. Can't hear you, Ravi.
I mean, I went to UP. I asked everybody. They assured me that everything is fine. Yeah. So, kya karenge, na? I mean, if there's a strong anti-Modi wave, this is not going to happen. I mean, we were going to do a lot more.
But tell me, did you vote this time at least?
No, I didn't vote this time.
So
You didn't vote.
to...
That is terrible.
No, I mean,
Ineligible to join this podcast.
Why? I mean, not voting is a choice as well. I mean, I'm participating in the election.
Well,
No, you're not
honestly, you
participating,
don't
no?
vote
I'm
or
saying
you vote
that I
for
didn't vote,
Nota.
no.
Both are of no consequence, right? Nota has
Yeah,
been
that's
made
why
toothless.
would I waste my
So,
time to go and push a
No,
button?
Nota is of more consequence, right? Where you're showing anti-incumbency to, or not even
but
anti-incumbency, you're
it's
showing
see, it's
anti-sentiment
made
against
toothless.
anyone.
No, that's it. It's only a personal gratification that I voted still.
No, but you're also reducing the vote share for someone.
That anyways
Even
happened.
if I
No, by
don't
the
vote, it
way.
doesn't matter, right?
Oh, by the way, I mean, there was very low voting percentage in UP, and there was, fear that maybe the old BJP base had not come out to vote because of dissatisfaction or whatever. So there's a whole bunch of
No, but
actions you take.
traditionally, election mechanics
No.
suggest that if low voting percentage suggests no change of rule. So every time there is a change of rule, the voter turnout is far more than the past. So anti-incumbency actually brings more voters to vote versus rather than otherwise. So if it is low voter turnout, it's more likely that BJP should win that.
You don't know. I mean, this election was strange. I mean, this binary Modi again or no Modi again was. I think not after Indira Gandhi 1977 we've seen an election like this, right? I mean, they're
No, but
that was the same thing.
only thing is, I'm curious who will be the first to say that because Modi made himself God, that God punished him.
Shashank would be the first guy. Anyway, wait, let's just do intros before we proceed. Ravi, are you here?
As a nurturing goddess, I mean, there's no punishment going on. God loves us all. So,
Ravi and Pranav, are you guys here? You both are on mute.
Yeah. Hi, guys.
Hey, hi Ravi. Hi Pranav. We'll just quickly do intros so that everyone has context of what this is. So Shashank and I, we are batchmates from college. Anup is a very senior college friend of mine. Nanjo is founder turned executive coach. Ravi is a successful entrepreneur with an exit and a fire creator. Pranav is a filmmaker. We also have a doctor, lawyer, and a few other professionals joining in. The genesis of this whole thing was Shashank. One day he pings me telling we should do a live stream during election results counting. So we thought, why not bring people from different walks of life and basically gain perspectives around what do they think, what should the government do, whoever forms the government along different walks of life, how should it cater to different professions, how should it cater to different segments of the economy, just about everything, right? Completely candid, uncensored discussion. So yeah, the floor is open. Everyone can jam.
lead on, Krishna. I think maybe a few things that are open in your mind.
Yeah.
Maybe you could just.
I'll leave it to Shashank. Shashank should take it forward.
I mean, maybe we can just. Okay, I'll just share my screen and we can just start talking about the results. What the official data is currently.
Sure.
Sure. Let me know if you're able to share your screen. You should be able to. Ravi, where are you joining from? You're on mute.
Sorry about that. I'm joining in from Jaipur, my home.
Jaipur, how are you seeing the wave in Rajasthan? What is it indicating?
Fairly split out here. Last I checked, both of them were around 12, 13 odd seats.
But हवा में बातें क्या चल रही है?
I'm sorry?
Like, what's the public sentiment around, barring the actual ECI data? What is the public sort of indicating?
I have no clue. I barely know what's happening in my household. How to know what's happening outside?
Well, Anup, you were asking, will it cross 400? It looks like it won't cross 300 now.
No. So look, this whole the strike rate, BJP holding on to or winning seats out of all the seats they contested. With Modi's personal brand put to every one of those 440 seats they contested, and a very strong media by the Prime Minister throughout, building up that binary, bring me back to power base. I expected in all the 440 a better strike rate. That is, and especially in Uttar Pradesh, I expected a good strike rate. I was surprised when I went to Banaras and I started seeing all the Chaurahas massive anguish. It took me, I stuck to my 400 prediction because I thought, Modi has got a large enough fan following and the media game was good. This is great. I mean, this result is a good stuff. It shows that the democracy works. I mean, there's something that people are upset about, right?
Yeah,
well,
Modi
what do you
has
think
taken
is upsetting?
Brand
But
Modi has taken the huge hit, if anything, in this election.
it's not really going to make that much of a difference. It's, whether it's with the
So right
seat
now,
or, yeah, please go ahead.
yeah, so sorry. So right now, BJP is well short of majority. So 542 out of 543. So they are 35 seats.
Yeah, but that's
Nearly
just
30.
BJP. If you consider the various alliances
Yeah.
that they have, they'll comfortably form the government. And if they are a little short, BJP has a history of, being the government still making it. So it's fair enough to say that it is going to be a BJP government for the next 5 years.
No, but that can go both ways, because since BJP has a history of treating alliance partners not really well, the current alliance partners like TDP, the JDU, they might, as soon as they see that the BJP is not crossing 272, they might ditch the BJP. So that's also a possibility.
I very strongly doubt that. Even if some of them do ditch the BJP, the distance between BJP and what is needed for the power is so small.
Yeah.
It is going to be very, very easy.
Yeah.
Uh,
I agree. I think it will be an India government for sure.
there
But what
isn't
I
any.
think will perhaps happen is that this will give muscle to a lot of BJP folks who are not for Modi to come up
Exactly.
and say time Modi should go home, because
Yes.
clearly it was Modi's defeat, even though NDA forms government, because every candidate went to ask for vote as Modi, which was, I think, is so anti-democratic. I thought it was the most stupid
Yeah.
thing any democratic party could possibly do.
But
I-
Look, you're
2 points to
laughing.
note here, right? There are actually, I mean, the total.
It's fine.
My question still stands. What difference is it going to make? For the next 5 years, it is still going to be the same government. For
No,
the next
but
5 years, it's still going to be Modi is going to be the prime minister. Or do you have any?
No, I don't think so. I don't think Modi will remain prime minister
No,
at this rate if they form the government for full term. Yeah, Anup.
voting, I think Modi will be because he is in a businessman. I think from a logical mind, all this ego nonsense of, hey, I didn't get what I wanted and I got a message from the voters is going to take it, and that's right. And we'll have a BAU Modi with some changes. I think there will be some thinking that the Modi government will, and they will do. My main concern was about the geopolitics of this. I mean, if we lose Modi in the geopolitical theater today, that's a big setback for the creation of a sustainable.
Anup, your audio is very
Is it just
unclear.
me who has problem hearing Anup, or
Yeah,
Yeah, even I
Anup,
have.
can you stick to one location without moving around, please? Your audio is
So-
better when you're stable.
Okay, I'm going to sit down.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're very clear now. Stay there.
Yeah. Yeah, but I was just wanting to
with the fact
highlight.
that the video is off, so then the audio streaming becomes better when the video is off.
Yeah. But guys, one thing to note is that less than 20% of the counting has happened, right? So all of these numbers may or may not indicate anything
Yeah.
at all, because like early on, we saw that Samajwadi Party was leading in the UP, for example. Now BJP seems to be leading, but this could still swing either way because 80% of the votes are yet to be counted.
I agree with you
Yeah,
that
very
they're
possible.
counted, but the end result is not going to be very different from the numbers that we have. So maybe BJP goes up to 260, maybe
Yeah.
BJP comes down to 210.
But that would
That's
make
a
a
range
difference,
that-
right? In case BJP is dropping below 240, and at the rate at which we're seeing now, let's say, Congress is already 97 leading, and if Congress is crossing 100, nothing is stopping every other, anti-BJP entity to just join the India bloc and say, okay, we are
Well,
going to do
I
285,
think Congress will
295.
not cross 100.
It looks like they will, right? They're already leading in 97, and this is
They're
surprising to
97.
me.
No, going by your own 20% counting, right? So
even if it does, the point that I'm trying to make is that even if BJP is above, forget 240, even if BJP is above 200, getting those other 72 players is not going to be difficult for someone like the BJP who has the
correct.
muscle, has the money, So,
No, but name who will be the 70. I mean, where do you get those 72 from, right? No other significant party that is in favor of BJP to draw 72 seats.
it's
Oh,
not
no,
going to be
there's-
very difficult, man.
Yeah.
It might just get people like SP on their side as well. When you have people like BJP.
No, not just that. See, they have been in power for 10 years. They must have pretty much have built files on everybody by now. They will be wondering which file to pull out to get the numbers.
See, what you also need to understand is that even if you look at, just Congress, you are expecting Congress to go from 100 to 272 versus BJP to go from, 200. I'm not even saying 240. 240, it's a done deal. Let's say worst case scenario, if BJP is at just 200, getting that other 70 also is not. The other party needs to get 172. These guys need to get 72. And if you're looking at the alliance numbers, NDA, I believe, if you look at it right now, India is already 272 plus.
Well, 297 it says leading. India.
297. So, yeah, fairly
Correct.
comfortably above.
Yeah, it looks like
I
NDA
agree
will
with
come.
Ravi. I think we should go with the assumption that the NDA-led alliance will come to power. Even if they come close to 260 as NDA, the remaining 12 can be pulled from a various number of sources. I mean, and those variances, I think the party is well capable of doing. They've already played
Anup,
this.
I will say NDA will cross 300.
So anything about 272 is will be taken gratefully at this point. I think is what everybody in the BJP and NDA will be talking about.
Pranav, you've been silent for a long while. What are your thoughts?
Hello? Hello, Krishna, are you talking to me?
Yes, we can hear you, Pranav.
See,
What are your thoughts?
basically, I can tell you first about Maharashtra because I'm in Mumbai and
Okay.
I voted also. So basically, this till the time that Shinde thing was happening, it was all fine. The moment that Ajit Pawar thing happened, actually they have got the dent on their anti-corruption imagery. So that's a very big blow on Maharashtra BJP in terms of the imagery they carefully built. That's one thing. Second thing, which is most important and which made a difference. In fact, I have experienced it in my household, is the multiple parties and duplication of party, which is two NCP, Shiv Sena, then one Congress, then one BJP, and then there are local players like Ambedkar's party and all that. So now, that's still fine to an extent, and there are multiple symbols for them. But then they made the alliance. Now, what is happening in my constituency? There was no BJP or Congress candidate. So the people who actually vote seeing the symbol like a kamal or a heart, they don't get that symbol in the machine. In the machine, it was either showing a mashal, which is the Shiv Sena UBT, or they were showing the Tir Kaman, which is the Shinde Sena. So a lot of people I have spoken with, they actually, when they went to the polling booth, they didn't get the symbol they wanted to vote it, whether it's a BJP or Congress. So they voted on Nota. So
Wow.
this
Okay,
is
how can that happen?
because see, they are either BJP voter or Congress voter. Now with these alliances, when BJP and Shiv Sena used to fight in the last general election, BJP and Shiv Sena fought together. So and there was a Congress. So in the voting machine, if you see, there's a BJP symbol or a Shiv Sena symbol if they are fighting together, and there's a Congress symbol. So this is a clear-cut opposition, and there's a party you support and the opposing party you don't support. So it's very easy. This time there are multiple symbols, like there are two NCPs are there. In fact, I have seen it. There were two NCPs, there were two Shiv Senas, there's a BJP, there's a Congress, and in the voting machine, some in some constituencies, neither of the two big players are at all present. So neither BJP or Congress were present. Either it was Shiv Sena UBT versus Shiv Sena Shinde, or it was Shiv Sena Shinde versus NCP, or UBT versus NCP Ajit Pawar. It's a hell lot of confusion.
Yeah, so but the problem you are saying will arise only in wherever Ajit Pawar has stood on an NDA from an NDA, because the traditional BJP Shiv Sena voter will still see a BJP symbol or a the traditional bow and arrow of Shiv Sena in most places. So only the Ajit Pawar NCP faction would take a hit, and that's what even the results are saying. Ajit Pawar's faction is getting just one vote, or one seat, sorry.
Yeah, it's getting just one seat. I think they fought also, I think 3 or 4. So I don't remember the exact number. Shinde Sevna fought, I think, 15 seats. So they are doing, comparatively well in terms of they are leading on in 10 and 11.
Yeah.
So this is in terms of the overall national scene, this is my personal view. I think not having a strong government, I'm not saying a brute majority, but not having a majority government at the center will weaken all the economic progress that we have made in the last many years. And I actually not in favor of having these all group indie parties coming together and experimenting. We have seen the coalition government days, except the first term of Manmohan government, which was very good. Before and after we have seen the coalition government, I don't support a coalition government because then the personal gains and preferences takes over. So I still hope that there's a majority government at the center, led by the BJP. And yeah, so a setback sometimes is necessary for a governing government to sit up and smell the coffee, which is actually happening right now, I think. But it should not go till towards extreme downside, which people are discussing. I don't personally prefer that. And I'm talking only from a progress, development, and economic point of view.
On that note, Ravi, you were actually saying what exactly changes, right? If the BJP ends up at 210, 200 or something less than 240. Don't you think a lot changes in terms of what is the kind of policy reforms they're able to bring about? What is the kind of parliamentary majority that they're able to sort of exercise? And what is the kind of, let's say, along the lines of UCC or along the lines of any form of, let's say, removal of reservations or anything else that the government might even want to ideate on? How would they even exercise their power?
I really think that, any big policy change that they would want to do or not want to do, as long as you have such huge numbers, and by huge numbers, I mean anything above 200 is a huge enough number, they will be. So if you're talking about changing the constitution, etc., and all of that with 400 par, anyways, that was not happening. See, fundamental structure being changed was unlikely. If you are looking at it from an economic perspective, once again, I don't really think that having a coalition government when BJP is there. See, Congress-based coalition government is going to be very, very different versus a BJP-based coalition government, because BJP is not really going to bow down to others as much as the Congress would, because Congress has half the seats or less than half the seats for the BJP. So from the economic front, whether it's BJP with 200 in a coalition government or whether it's BJP with 260 and then in a coalition government, on the economic front, it's not going to make that much of a difference. And on the social front, India is anyways going where it is going. So I don't think that's going to make too much of a difference.
Do you want to double click on where is it going?
I think it is. It has, on various indicators. On the social front, it's not doing that well. If you look at it in terms of how do I put it, the press freedom part, the social, the hunger part, the inequality part, the economic inequality part, on all of those indicators, India has been in decline post-COVID, definitely. And we can argue that, okay, did it do well during the first term or not? But definitely post-COVID, the economic recovery and the social fabric has been in decline. And that is it at its lowest today right now? We don't know. Can it get worse? Once again, we don't know.
I completely agree. I think bang on. I don't expect any economic policies to change. I mean, provided, of course, the NDA government comes back. I mean, which seems the 100%. I think it's a consensus on this group. And I think there is also a good thing in this result that difficult social engineering things like UCC and all those things which the BJP government wanted to pursue will not be able to be pursued with this kind of a result. So the focus will go on the economy, and ideally will go on a micro economy. I mean, how do we get every household to improve their standing, well standing, and so on. Which I think is great in general. I think there will be a rethink because the people are hurting, that's for sure. Economically, they're hurting and they're given the verdict. I think they want change or they want making their voice heard.
Also, if you see the vote share, here it says till what's been counted, Congress has 26%. This is more than what they got in 2004 and probably also more than what they got in 2009. So this means that their probably their caste-based reservations or caste-based census has struck a chord with some sections of the
Or probably
population.
that 8,500 rupees.
That too, maybe, yes. This
I
is a
think
significant gain
India
for the Congress.
survived so many.
If someone's background, I think was causing an. Okay, it's gone now.
Anup, a lot of
Somebody's
background
watching
noise on your
news.
end, I guess.
Is it news or the feedback of what we are talking that's looping around?
It's news.
No,
It's
no,
news.
Yeah, but I think now it's fine.
Yeah,
Who muted and it became fine?
I think it was Anup. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Nanju and Ravi, you guys are saying something.
I primarily said, that from an economic perspective, it's not really going to make that much of a difference. And especially to people like us who are presumably in the 1%, it has probably never made a difference as to who
Yes.
is in power. And I don't really think that's changing this time
Do you
around.
really think so? For the presumable 1%, don't you think it makes a difference who is in power, particularly given what is the kind of policies that come around, let's say, ease of setting up businesses, ease of operations, taxation policies?
These are really, really minor things. If you think about it, both the BJP and the Congress or any political party in India is an extremely left party. So there is both the parties talk about let's say social welfare schemes in one way or the other. The BJP government is giving free food to what 80 odd crore people right now, and this was actually started by the Congress government
Congress, yeah.
before that. So if you think about it on those indicators, or let's say if you're talking about some form of universal basic income, even the BJP government is doing that in some form or the other with the subsidies and the money going directly with the help of the Jandhan accounts,
Yeah.
etc. So if you talk about food safety or direct money or any of the economic indicate, if you talk about inheritance tax, for example, which is, or any form of taxes that you consider, while a lot of people do believe that this inheritance tax and a higher taxation is something which is being propagated by the Congress, some form of a wealth tax or an inheritance tax. But taxation in India has been progressively, I believe that it is better that the rich are getting taxed more, first of all, because in India, we do need to get taxed at a lot higher rate because the extreme poverty which exists in the country, there is a huge amount of disparity which exists. And the only way to fix that is by taxing the rich.
But is
So
that not a skewed sort of metric? Because you look at the population growth rate amongst the so-called poor, and it's way higher than the population growth rate of that of the rich. And how does it make any sense to say that you want to sort of make the top 1% or the top 10% provide for remaining 80, 90, or whatever is that percentage that is recklessly producing more and more?
you have to. What is the alternative? The alternative is if you don't actually do that, the 80% or the 90% of the poor will come out and kill you to maintain. So why are you paying taxes? Well, one reason you are paying taxes, so people think that, okay, I pay taxes and I don't get anything in return. I don't get good roads or healthcare or education. So A, direct impact of paying taxes is that you don't go to jail. B, The longer term impact of taxes is that you don't have people just coming and taking away your property. It's maintenance of law and order. Whatever little law and order that exists in India, it exists for the rich. It does not exist for the poor. So for that, yes, higher and higher taxes are the only way we can survive. Otherwise, you will.
Amazing, you managed to get a leftist like this onto this show as well.
No, so I don't think
I mean, good
I
balance
would
to
do any
have.
kind
I
of
was
labeling
thinking, are
here,
we
right?
missing a TV?
The
No,
idea
no,
is
I'm not saying that I am leftist. I would really, really prefer to have lesser taxes. I'll have more money. So, to be really, really honest, just to tell you, I don't really work anymore, and I live on the money that I have saved. And my biggest expenses as of now are taxes. But to protect that, the only possible way is if we are taxed at higher rates. Yes, can the taxes be more effective? Absolutely. Should we be taxing, people who are earning black money, or let's say even the folks who have a higher agricultural income, which is exempt? Yes, absolutely, we should be doing all of those things. There is no doubt about it. But, those problems exist. How do we solve those problems? We don't know. Is any party even interested in solving all those problems? I don't think that they are. What is the alternative? This is the only possible option which is left. So, is democracy the ideal system of government? Maybe not, but this is the best one that we have till now.
wait, thanks for bringing that up, Ravi. So what do you think is the ideal form of government if not democracy? And
I don't know.
I'll tell you
I
why I
don't
say
think
that,
that
because I am anti. I don't know why I'm even saying this in public, but I don't think democracy is the best form of governance either.
there is no better alternative which is available and applicable to a country of the size of India. You can go the China route, but that would create its a whole other set of much, much bigger problems than what we have right now. So there is no alternative. That's the point that I'm, trying to
Or
push.
is the alternative some kind of serious, so-called dictatorship of Modi, or if not Modi, someone else, someone who's able to sweep the mass appeal to an
Not going.
extent where they're really able to drive policies that the masses want.
It's not going to work, man. That has been tried over and over and over again through thousands of years in various geographies, and there doesn't exist a viable option which would last a long enough period, which works for the betterment of the larger populace. It is the only viable alternative.
Also, you say what the masses want, but here clearly the masses don't want Modi.
Oh, they do
So
want the person who is going to be the prime minister in 3 days from now. That is
Yeah,
what the
I
people
think there's
want.
no taking away. Modi will be the next prime minister. He may not
Yes,
continue
and that
for the
is
full
clearly
term, but he will be the next prime minister.
that is what the people want. People have voted for him.
no, but if you see like from where he was, BJP were at 303 on their own. So now they're down to
There is
240. So losing 63 seats mean more
I,
more and more people
I,
are turning against him.
absolutely, man. I'm not denying it. So Rekha in 2024 looks much worse than she looked in 1994, but she still looks really, really good. Does not deny the fact that people still like how Rekha looks. So
By the
she
way, on the call, we have Dr. Gaurav who has joined us. Dr. Gaurav is a medical practitioner. Is also are you a filmmaker, Gaurav, or just finance?
No, I am a medical practitioner.
But you're also into some form of creative arts, right?
Yeah, that's another passion. Yes.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we were just jamming around the results, what the trends look like, what should it mean for different sectors of the economy and different segments of the society and stuff.
Right.
What are your thoughts on the trends so far?
See, at the end of the day, as a medical practitioner,
I would obviously want certain reforms to happen in medical sector. Primarily, the way the healthcare practices are being regulated. We have regulations, we have drug laws, we have medical laws, but the way they are implemented and the way the regulations are being taken care, I think we need to go beyond what we are doing right now. And especially few of the recent cases where the things went to Supreme Court in terms of bluffing the general public on certain medications or certain treatment options and stuff like that. I think that's where my expectations, since I am a very neutral person politically, and it doesn't matter to me which party comes, but at the end of the day, definitely, the as far as medical sector is concerned, uh, we have to take care of patient, side. We have to take care of the pharmacy or the pharmaceutical regulations point of view, as well as the doctor's point of view. So everywhere there are a lot of reforms which are required, and every party has been talking about it. But so far, I don't think that much of that has been achieved. Primarily because of the probably there is also a vote bank involved. Uh, so I think that regulations in medical sector are something which is, as a practitioner, I look forward to.
Dr. Gaurav, if I may ask, what are your thoughts on the BJP investing so much money in this Ayush uh, department that they have created, which is basically to promote Ayurveda and homeopathy?
So I as a practitioner, I am a allopathic doctor. Uh, as far as Ayush is concerned or any other path is concerned, as a scientific person, I wouldn't deny any pathy, or I wouldn't say that this pathy is superior or that pathy is superior. But we also, as a scientific community and evolved people, we also need to understand that everything has to be data oriented. So when I say data oriented, whether you promote Ayush, you promote which involves other pathies or allopathy, we need to be sure that the data which is produced by these medical researches has to be the basis of practicing clinical practice. And also the laws around it is very much required, where it requires that only the medical medical expertise, whether it involves medicine, whether it involves surgery, or whether it involves other ancillary services, everything has to be data oriented. But I think in the name of Ayurveda, or in the name of having a history, we cannot just keep on, uh, you know, uh, propagating that the only way forward is Ayurveda, or the only way forward is non-allopathic medication. I think uh, time and again we have seen that when it is always emergency, you will run towards allopathy, and when things which are in gray area, every pathy is claiming their role in there. And I think the primary reason for that is that data is not something which is being talked about, the data
Yes.
in terms of evidence. Evidence is the most important thing. I mean, tomorrow anybody can claim, Baba Ramdev has claimed that, he can treat diabetes, type 1 diabetes, where there is worldwide, there is no record that any type 1 diabetes without insulin can survive. So people can claim anything, and he has been pulled in the Supreme Court also for such kind of false claims. So this is something which needs to be regulated, because 140 crore people
Exactly.
listening to such kind of
Yes.
information and uh, being given false information or unsubstantiated information, that's going to be very dangerous.
But okay, I would like to highlight one thing here, right? I don't know if it's the name Ayush that is the problem here, but there seems to be sort of an unsolicited bias or at least perception towards Ayurveda when it comes to this whole Ministry of Ayush, right? I think all that based on my understanding, I think all that it aims to do is to identify more natural sources of whatever chemicals or whatever component compositions that we are anyway requiring, right? If you look at anything in the beauty and personal care segment today, you see the market wanting, let's say, baby care products. Everyone is looking for natural alternatives to whatever they are consuming today, be it a skincare lotion. I don't know what terminologies are used, but there seems to be a strong drift amongst the consuming public towards natural alternatives to any kind of skincare or other form of personal care products. Now, don't you think the whole objective of this ministry is actually to drive research around identifying more natural sources, identifying compounds that we can use through whatever lab procedures, but the source is still natural in nature, and it's not synthetically created, that could potentially be carcinogenic or could be harmful to the skin or whatever that is. So why are we obsessing over Ayurveda here, and why not just focus on the part that there needs to be more
Krishna,
natural alternatives?
I think we should do a separate call on this.
Go on. What do you mean
Considering
by that,
today,
Nanju?
considering we were to talk about election results, so
Ah,
this takes a separate session altogether. I'd be happy to participate in that.
yeah, but I
Yes.
think while we continue to look at the trends of the election results, I think it's also important we discuss what are the different consequences of these results in terms of what we are just discussing
I
anyway.
don't see any consequence on any of these things with the results. Do you really think this thing will change any of the uh,
I really do.
poli-
So
how do
I'm
you
of the
see that?
opinion that if BJP ends up with 240 or below, let's say around 210, 220 for whatever reason, and if the Congress is in a position to cross 100, which they already seem to be doing there at 99, I think there are enough smaller elements out there who are willing to form a Gathbandhan and say, okay, let's knock them off. They're anyway at 220. Let's somehow get it to 295, 285 and form the government, right? I understand it could be a very, sort of hung government. It might not be the most stable one. They might not have internal clarity or all things of that sort. But would it still prevent it from forming the government? I don't think so. It is very likely that they are able to do that, although I wish that does not happen.
And also to answer your question, even if it's a BJP government with less than BJP falling short of majority, I think the of outlook towards people by the BJP will change, because now
Yeah,
uh, the media will become slightly braver. They will start questioning every policy decision by the BJP. The BJP cannot bulldoze their decisions. So it will not be an easy ride for BJP like how it's been for the last 10 years. So I think BJP falling short of 272 will make a huge difference to the way the country is run.
it'll make a huge difference. Not particularly sure if it's in a good way or a bad way. You seem to portray it extremely optimistically, while I don't see it to be so rosy.
But yeah, so just talking about the results, from what I've been seeing, I think apart from Uttar Pradesh, BJP is performing as expected. So Uttar Pradesh is the one state where it's in a real tough fight, which probably they didn't expect either, because they had this whole Modi Yogi
But isn't
doubling
it
thing.
intriguing that in a place like Uttar Pradesh, someone else is becoming as relevant as this? Like, what is that even telling? What is it indicating at all? Is it anti-incumbency? Is it people trying to say that it's not even anti-incumbency? We actually like Samajwadi Party. We are done with BJP, or is it some form of I don't
Yeah,
know,
I was in.
speculating here? Is it some form of rigging that's happening to say, and how is Samajwadi Party coming to such relevance out of nowhere?
Well, I was in Ayodhya and Varanasi a couple of months back, and I was generally chatting up with some locals. I didn't speak. I didn't spend too much of time there, but I must have spoken to maybe a dozen or more people. And depending on who you speak to, initially everybody was starting to say that it is going to be a BJP and Yogi ji and all that. But if you start indulging, and the moment I start saying something negative towards BJP, I find a lot of people were actually open to immediately jump onto that side. Ha, is bar nahi hoga. And what my understanding was that I think caste is very, very significant there. In fact, I asked why, who, and they would say that he is not this caste. Right? There was no other political agenda. There was no other expectation of policy, what is done, what is not done. It was all coming down to caste.
Isn't that the most serious problem of not having a BJP government again, right? So you see that what is happening, or the kind of drift that is happening, is purely caste engineering. And this caste engineering is only going to compound over the next 5 years. And imagine what it is going to do to the country.
But isn't it a fact that even in past, the caste has been one of the major factors, even during the times when Congress had long regimes?
Yeah,
Which is
but
exactly why I think there was a massive
I mean,
drift against Congress, right?
but
the
2019 showed that people were moving away from that, because the SP-BSP alliance in 2019, they had a very strong caste coalition, but still the BJP ended up winning 62 seats. So what seemed like we were moving away from caste, maybe we are falling right back into it. And like what Nanjanda says might be true, because here Eastern UP is where the SP is dominating, and that's the more rural parts of UP. So there again, maybe caste is playing a big role.
No, that makes complete sense, but I think that should draw our attention to the fact that what exactly do we do to get the country out of the clutches of caste considerations, right? If forever there is a certain subset of people that are able to delude the masses in the name of caste, continuing to keep them poor forever by promising them 8,500 and cutting their possibilities of forever earning an 85,000 per month, if they are going to trap them in poverty forever, and these people are blindly succumbing to that fact, what does that say anything about what we are doing as a country, and how is this any kind of social upliftment?
But what is the alternative? The reason if
The
somebody
alternative is
is actually
extremely
falling
clear,
for
right?
it,
You see that there is another person, another entity that is not even addressing the caste as a factor and is solely
no,
focusing
but
on economic
do you really
factors.
think it is so? Is it maybe they are not stating it out loud, but if you look at many of the choice of candidates, it is purely caste play. And look at it, it's actually, if you look at many of the candidates from BJP also, do you think there is any respect for democracy there? I
No,
mean, the
so to
people
be
actually
honest,
going out and asking for don't vote for me, vote for Modi, but I will be the MP
Exactly.
representing you. What is that? What does that even mean?
how does it matter as long as it is in the best interest of that person?
Of that
and
person,
Krish,
right?
No, of the person he is pitching to. I mean, the citizen.
Who decides that?
Ideally, the citizen should decide it for themselves, but they're not able to in this case where
So,
they're clearly succumbing into caste promises. So
no, it's
but
just not caste promise. See, what is worse here? A caste promise is worse, or that I will represent you, but I don't represent you. You don't even vote for me. I will go and I will represent a party on for you, not on behalf of you. I mean, how is that anyway better than somebody representing a caste?
it is clearly better because the bottom line has consistently grown over the last couple of years, right? Look at the tenure from 2004
Has
to
it? If it
14.
has,
Yes, it is.
why should 8,500 make so much of a difference for somebody to pick a, cast their vote? If it has really has.
Because, very good question. Because in absolute numbers, the number of poor people or the number of people who will fall below the poverty line will forever continue to increase. The disparity will forever continue to increase. And 8,500 per month is not a very small amount we are speaking about, right? That is
It's
close to 1
significant.
lakh per year. That puts people who are way below poverty line today to at least fall in the sort of border of poverty line today. So that
There are
makes a
not
huge
many people
difference.
below the poverty line right now. I think only about 2 or 3 crores or 3 crores, I think.
Sure. I mean, when's the last time we had a census? We don't know how accurate these numbers are, but sure. But and even if that is true, if only 3 crore people, are considering the 8,500 rupee promise, then this should not be the results we are seeing, right?
No,
So
I
it's obvious
think
that way more
I
people
think
are.
it is okay if people can vote for 8,500. People change their religion or gods also for money. So 1 lakh a year is a lot more than that, actually.
Exactly what I'm saying, and that promise is not a good one because someone who is getting, let's say, a 1 lakh per year, what incentive does that person who is otherwise not having any money have to participate in the economy now?
See,
How are they being upskilled? How are they being made competent
that's
enough?
an
How are they being
afterthought.
able to
That's an
participate?
afterthought. First thing you see, most people are in a survival mode. Small businesses have been struggling. In fact, many of the businesses shut shop during COVID are not able to come out of their debts. Many people committed suicide. None of this is even reported in the media.
So you just want to freely bail them out?
People actually block numbers permanently for a lot of people because all they do is call you and ask you for money.
Sure,
And this
and
is
why
not
should the
even what is
government bail
regarded
all
as
of them
poor
out?
class, where government will actually, our Congress party, if Congress is offering to give them 8,500 rupees, a lot of these guys will possibly should go and vote for them because would have voted, I don't know, because maybe they would have not voted thinking that Congress will not come to power. But irrespective, I think end of the day, country runs on hope.
But you
That
do
if
realize
they
that you
win,
are
I'll
paying for
get
that
that money.
8,500, right?
See, Krishna, it's not. See, it would be like, it would be very magnanimous thinking if I have to think that all my taxes is going to every 8,500 rupees that somebody is getting somewhere. Right. See, I'm sure even Congress has very clearly realized that all they know, and even the India Alliance has also been very clear that they will never win this. They will never have to even stick to this offer of 8,500. If you just watch last 2-3 days, all they were talking about is that it is very clear. I think yesterday I saw some clip where Rajnath Singh, some Singh, that MP chap from Congress, who said that if India Alliance does not cross 290, this election is rigged. If uh, NDA gets more than 300, then they've got the what is that voting EVM machines got them the votes. I mean, they were already preparing that if they don't get it, the election is rigged. This was the statement from everybody. Rahul Gandhi made a statement. Everybody made a statement that this is Modi has rigged the election. I mean, they were
Well, I am
prepared to
willing to
lose.
make a statement that if at all Congress crosses 100 and if the India Alliance is able to
Believe
clock
me, they will
280
be the most
plus,
surprised. They will be
no,
the
I'm
most
telling you
surprised
that
because
can
it
only
didn't look
happen if
like
they
any
are
of them
rigged.
were confident. Actually, SP was far more confident than any of the Congress leaders.
Oh, yes. I recently spoke to some people from SP leadership in the last 2 weeks. I was actually telling Shashank about this, right? The kind of confidence that the India Alliance was portraying can come only from the fact that they know something else is happening that most others don't.
Correct. SP had the confidence, which Congress guys didn't have. At least at a national level. Some Congress guys in Karnataka were really confident, not about winning all, but a few seats for sure. A
What's
few more
happening
than,
down
and
in
that's how it
South,
looks like.
Shashank?
So down south, so
Check
let's start with
Karnataka, Kerala.
we'll start with
Yeah,
Kerala.
one question to all. Rahul
Yeah.
Gandhi is leading in both the places. Where do you think he will let go? If he, assuming he wins both.
I mean, the consensus is he'll
Yeah, I mean, he can't be
let
MP
go of
for both the
let go of
yeah.
Rai Bareli, and his sister will contest from Rai Bareli. So the Gandhi family still gets hold of Rai Bareli, and Rahul Gandhi still is the face of Congress in South because they have not been in power for Kerala for over 7 years now, I think. So it's important for them to be back in power. I think it's 2 years down the line, Kerala elections.
But just look at these numbers, right? This is Kerala, right?
Yeah, this is Kerala. BJP has, for the first time in its history, they're winning 2 seats.
No, but
Who's
look
the
at
second one leading?
So
how is
One is Rajiv
IUML
Chandrasekhar,
and
right?
one is Suresh Gopi in Thrissur, and other is Rajiv Chandrasekhar in Trivandrum, I guess.
so Rajiv is leading against Tharoor, is it?
Let me check Trivandrum. Yeah,
He must be
Thiruvananthapuram, yes.
leading.
Oh,
Rajiv
very
Chandrasekhar is
interesting.
leading by 24,000 votes.
Interesting. But if you look at Kerala,
But that's
stats
going to
overall,
be a
right?
tight fight anyway. It's not going to be significant majority.
Yeah, 24,000 can swing either way.
But
Yeah.
what
No,
percentage has
but
been
even whoever
counted?
wins, it will be a
Let's
small
check
margin.
Trivandrum total seats.
Trivandrum,
Lok
just a
Sabha.
minute. So I think seeing the first three candidates,
The total vote, I mean, total count that has to happen is 9.5 lakhs. How much has been counted?
around 4.5, I guess.
So 50% done. Okay.
Yeah, 4 lakhs. Yeah, 4 to 4.5 lakhs done. From what?
You can change it to the table view. It will show you the total below.
Hmm.
4 lakhs.
Oh, yeah, 4 lakhs. 4 lakhs
But
done.
like 45% is done. Yeah, but again, if
Yes.
you were to go back to the overall Kerala statistics here, look at CPIM not being anywhere in the
Oh.
top 2 also, right? This makes no sense. How is Congress leading on 12?
Because people of Kerala know that Congress has a better chance of forming government than CPIM. And since Congress will be the leading government, they'd rather give their vote to Congress rather than the CPIM. It will change in the assembly elections because last time assembly elections, Pinarayi Vijayan, he swept the state. So
Interesting. Who's Samsung SM, by the way?
I
Person
don't.
is on mute.
So Tamil Nadu, as expected, BJP is drawing a blank. DMK 21.
BJP is blank, is it?
Yep.
Who's leading an anomalized constituency?
Coimbatore, right?
Yes.
Oh, it's quite close, just 7,400.
Interesting.
For DMK.
How many? 56,000 counted, right? How many total votes?
Yeah,
in
56.
Coimbatore?
Yeah. This is quite. It's just started. The counting has just started.
Interesting.
Well, I
Coimbatore.
spoke to some people from Coimbatore and they were like, Annamalai will not win. We want someone like Annamalai, but he will not win.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's interesting to see that at least the margin is still small.
No, but it looks like the counting has just begun, right? It's less than 5% of counting.
And
Interesting.
Karnataka.
Do we know any constituency where we have, completed 70-80% of counting?
No, but if you see Karnataka, if you see the all constituencies at a glance, a lot of them have a 1 lakh, a lead over 1 lakh votes. So that means it's more or less done. So
Correct.
Shobha Karandlaje more or less has won. Dr. C. N. Manjunath has won.
Tejasvi
Surya
will also win.
Yeah, 2 lakh lead. Tejasvi Surya.
Oh, yeah, that's a given. South is almost done.
So
Karnataka, interesting.
Karnataka,
Bangalore Central BJP is losing. PC Mohan is losing.
yes, Mansoor Ali Khan, but it's 64,000. Yeah. So this.
Wait, why do you say it's interesting, Nanju?
He was holding on to it for so long, right?
Yeah,
PC Mohan. I mean, deserving is another question, but
yeah, exactly.
He was sitting there. And what is
Interesting.
another thing is it's unfortunate. Bangalore North, Dr. Rajiv Gowda.
Rajiv
I think that's
Chandrasekhar.
another thing. No, Rajiv Gowda, Congress.
Rajiv Gowda,
candidate.
sorry, yes.
So he's trailing by what? More than 1 lakh?
Yeah.
No, that's Bangalore rural. Professor Rajiv Gowda is also trailing more than 1 lakh. See, very unfortunate. Such guys should be straight sent to Rajya Sabha. Right? I mean, it's so unfortunate these guys are made to go for Lok Sabha elections. Which is
A similar thing happened back in 2014 when Nandan Nilekani stood against Anant Kumar in BJP South.
Yeah.
Correct. Very, very unfair. Such guys should be sent to Rajya Sabha instead of, like Rajiv Chandrasekhar had to buy himself into Rajya Sabha, while he should have just been invited to Rajya Sabha because he was a self-made billionaire.
But now, do you think Tharoor will, go into Rajya Sabha after
I think
losing
he
to
should.
Rajiv?
See, I mean, it would be unfortunate for Indian Parliament if we don't have people like Tharoor or Rajiv Gowda in Parliament. I mean, what's the point in sending some film actors to Parliament or cricket players to Parliament?
I have one question to Dr. Gaurav. Why do we not see enough people from the healthcare segment either in Lok Sabha or in Rajya Sabha?
We have Dr. C. N. Manjunath this time.
Yeah. No, even him, right? Ideally, he should have been in Rajya Sabha straight out. Why should he go through this stupid election for one? Such people should not be made to fight elections.
What's your take, Dr. Gaurav?
I don't know, but I think it's there are a lot of doctors. I think in the state elections as well as Lok Sabha elections. In fact, in BJP also, one of the health minister was a ex ENT specialist. But I think uh, I cannot really say about it. What could be the reason? I'm not sure.
But you being a doctor, you also mentioned you are politically neutral. Do you think there's something about people in the world of healthcare that makes them not so politically active?
I think probably, like, I know few doctors. In fact, one of the doctor who is I'm not sure about the constituency. He is a orthopedician and he is running for the Lok Sabha election on BJP ticket. Um, um, I'm not sure about his name, but yeah, there are few doctors. I don't think that profession wise there is any kind of inhibition as such.
But being
But
a medical practitioner for more than 2 decades, what do you think has been significantly different from 2004 to 14 and 14 to 24? Do you
I
think
don't see
something
any
changed?
difference.
Okay.
I don't see any major difference except the fact that the MCI has been scrapped, which was earlier known as Medical Council of India, and that has been scrapped to form the new uh, entity. Other than that, on a ground level, I don't think much reforms have been done in medical sector. Primarily, for example, we talk about going to the level of uh, medical expertise as well as having an environment, scientific environment at par with European countries or American countries. But I think reforms wise, we have not done much. Simple things, for example, uh, the drug laws are there, but drug laws are not implemented. So anybody can go walk to a pharmacy, buy any drug, do self prescription. It's not at all practically regulated. Uh, there are issues with medical colleges, how the seats are being given, the meritorious students are suffering. For example, one of the biggest challenges is the you know uh, for the medical community has been reservation, and you cannot imagine that somebody who is not academically qualified in the sense of uh, you may have degree but you are not you are based upon some sort of reservation where you cannot compete with equivalent other person, whether from same caste or other caste. So caste basis reservation in medical fraternity, that is a no-no. These things, I don't think any party has dared to address seriously. I mean, if you go to a cardiologist, would you treat yourself based on some caste, or would you treat them yourself based upon expertise of that cardiologist? So I think, uh, you know, are we developing or we are regressing? That's the question. So I think medical fraternity, not only just that, there are laws which needs to be implemented to regulate the ethical practices. There are laws which need to be implemented from the pharmaceutical point of view. So it's a long way to go, and I don't think that any party has done real groundwork in such reforms. But I wouldn't, much emphasize on that. I mean, given the interest in the election results. Uh, so from my point of view, I mean, as a medical person, I don't see that uh, any party has done much of that. It's kind of a inorganic growth so far. And yeah.
Yeah, that's a very interesting point. But so typically, let's say someone's a businessman, there's a lot more stake for them to be concerned about what's happening politically, right? In terms of different reforms across the board. Do you think policy reforms in the medical sector impact practitioners in any way, or is it always just the patient focused?
So political reforms means that it has to be the three-pronged approach. There, I mean, the stakeholders of the medical industry, you can say, or the medical fraternity, you can say. Number one is obviously the patient, then the physicians or the doctors or clinicians or the ancillary services, laboratories, and obviously last the pharma industry. So I think the reforms have to be holistic in the sense that everyone is addressed in a proper way. As far as the medical fraternity is concerned, the reforms have to be in such a way that the doctors or the practices or the specialties where you have data driven information and where you are having the capability to treat a certain disease, they should be enhanced, and you should focus on enhancing research and making reforms to support that kind of research. So like for example, in pharma industry, we are existing for last 40-50 years, and all we have been capable of doing is replicate what the Western pharma industry has done. But uh, uh, in last so many decades, we have not produced a single innovative drug from India till date. Why it is so? For example, you have cardiology, you have ophthalmology, you have gastroenterology, any sector of allopathic medication or otherwise, we have not really created a world-class drug till date that we can say that this drug emerged from India for the whole world. We have not been able to do that. Likewise,
what do you think is the leading cause for that? Is it a lack of investment into the right kind of opportunities, or is it lack of what?
I think both lack of investment as well as the lack of support from government, I would clearly say, because there have been many players who tried, but it is a very highly investment oriented industry. And for the real research to happen, you need a lot of finances, you need a lot of regulations, you need a lot of support from the government of India. I mean, just to give you a small example, that if you want to develop a diabetic anti-diabetic drug or a medication for any heart disease or blood pressure even, the purpose of developing the new medication obviously is that we are addressing the challenges which have been faced so far. We are developing a new drug in the hope that it is much effective and more more enhanced results, and at the same time it should be safer than the previous whatever drugs we have had. Now, to develop a single drug from scratch till you bring it to the market, as of today the data is that you approximately need $1 billion investment to develop a single drug. So you are basically processing hundreds of molecules which will die out in the process of synthesis or lot of processing and lot of clinical trials, and you will be left over with some 10% drugs which could finally be developed into the final stage drug. And as far as international data is concerned, roughly around 9% or 8% of your investment is going to be successful. It's not real estate that probably you cross 30-40% mark and your cost is recovered. So if a organization or a pharmaceutical company is investing around $1 billion to $500 million, the chances of success rate is hardly 9 to 10% globally, even with that investment. So who has got deep pockets like that? I mean, the biggest pharma company today in India is, say, for example, Sun Pharmaceutical, or there are many other multinational companies. Uh, their top line is around the biggest pharma company in India, the top line is around $7.5 billion. Now, uh, if the top line is $7 billion, can we imagine that that company will have the pockets to invest $1 billion into just the research? That's almost impossible. So unless the government makes those kind of environment, yes, there are policies that, yes, there are soft loans and there are other policies which are there, but uh, it is not up to the mark how in the Western countries it is.
Interesting take. Just while you were saying this, I was looking at the markets and Nifty has tanked by 6.5% in a day. And it is, I think by the end of the day, if these sort of trends continue, I think we are ready for a nosedive of the Indian markets.
It's a day traders field day today.
Day traders,
That's
what?
right, yeah. It's the level playing for day traders today.
I'm not sure if it's a level playing or how many people have lost what today, but it seems to be I think it's comparable or rather worse than what happened during the pandemic, uh, the early announcement of lockdown. I don't think the market has tanked close to 10% before this, has it?
See, I think it still doesn't look like there will be any change of government. It still looks like it's a India government. So this is the going with the trend. I've heard some people sitting down to do the betting, so that every minute they're betting about candidates and parties and across regions. And there are these kind of betting things happening across the country in different cities. And some cities are more famous for this and things like that. So stock market play is also in the same sense. I see that people are just having fun with that.
So you
And
think
also
it's a
making money.
temporary betting phase and it's going to stabilize or correct soon after the final results are out?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
I don't
By
necessarily
end
think
of today or
so,
tomorrow itself.
because you look at this, what the results is indicating is that even though it might be possible that it's an NDA government, it clearly seems like it's not a BJP majority. And I think the sort of negative sentiment is setting in because of the fact that people are realizing it's not a BJP majority. I don't think that sentiment is going to change in the foreseeable future if they end up not having the majority.
I don't think it'll make much of a difference because uh, NDA is anyway BJP majority driven, and these guys will run through. They will be handing over few ministries to some of the partners. And if you look at it, the concerns will be more on those sides. In fact, probably the betting circle would be keenly betting which allied party will win over which ministry and what is the likelihood. I think maybe, Krishna, if you want to get more people to follow this, if you start talking about it, I guess even the guys who are into betting will come up.
I've actually not put this link out there. Do you all want to share this link? Let's see. I'll put it up on my WhatsApp story.
It's fine.
Shashank is having his reservations.
No,
It's
but
okay.
BJP is slowly growing from 236. It's now at 242. The leads. So,
Really?
yeah.
Where? Okay, right. How much is Congress at?
Congress is 96.
96. So other parties remain same. They basically ate 3 seats from
Yeah.
Congress.
So no, but from what I'm seeing on Twitter, apparently the Congress High Command, they've already started reaching out to Nitish Kumar, Chandrababu Naidu.
TDP
Because
is at 16, okay.
yeah, and Nitish Kumar is at 15. So that's like 30 seats.
Let's do some math. No, let's see if India bloc can ever get to 272 plus. 96 plus 33 is 129, 31, 160, 21, 181, 16, 15, that's 212. Shiv Sena might not join them. NCP 8, 220.
No, this is Shiv Sena Uddhav Bala Sahib Thackeray. So this is already part of the India alliance.
Okay, so 230. Come down.
RJD 4, AAP 4,
Oh,
CPM
that's a
4.
They're
20
all
over there.
see, they all contribute to this 227.
Yeah. So 250 already out there. So come further down. Yeah, there are enough small seats for them to just cut past 272.
No,
Yeah.
there aren't. There aren't.
You look
See,
at all of these parties with 2 seats, under 5 seats, right? All of them have all the right incentives to join Congress.
no, see, some of them are already aligned either this way or that way.
No,
So
but
what leaves the out of this pack is only about 20, 30 seats. So that will not get, see, assuming India makes it to 230, there will be another 30 to take. So which will still not get them to 270.
No, but here,
So
just from the counts so far, 250 is an easy win for India.
no, most of those guys are already part of either NDA or Alliance. So you're
no, but
okay. You are
that's the
saying that they
thing.
will pull them out of.
Yeah, very easily, right? How hard is it
Because
to put
No,
RJD
I
from?
think it works both ways, right? See,
No,
both those
nobody
guys
trusts
will
the
be.
BJP. None
No,
of the
no.
his allies trust the BJP because
See, the thing is, let's say an app with 4 seats, they will always forever join the Congress because they will get some kind of position because they know the Congress power is not so powerful, right? Or the Congress leadership is not so powerful. Unlike the BJP, where anyone who joins the BJP to form the NDA might not be
No,
so
see,
active.
I think you're only going by it's a matter of trust. No, it's not matter of trust. That's where BJP is in power. The intelligence has been with them for last 10 years, and all these guys screw up big time every time, right? So their personal files be with this intelligence, which is accessible to BJP. So they will not be asking them to trust them. They will be flagging the file and say, do you want to back me or you don't want to back? Then this file will come out. So,
no, but if the BJP doesn't come back to power, the file will not come out.
Ah, that's the point, right? They have
So,
all the reasons to join a Congress and make sure BJP does not come back.
like, they can have the fear of BJP coming back to power, say 2 years down the line when the government collapses and being vengeful. But for right now, they would say BJP is a bully. We'd rather join someone like a Congress rather than join BJP.
And based on these numbers, it totally seems like a 240, 295 is what is going to happen.
anyway, I guess we still have to go a bit more distance. But
Is Smriti Irani still trailing in UP, Amity?
Yeah, she's losing badly.
is it? Can you go to UP? Let's see how much.
Who's joined from Samsung SMS901E?
So Amethi,
The person is on mute.
she's trailing by 50,000 votes.
Oh man, that's a lost.
Any idea what percentage of counting is done?
Sure, I'll give you the numbers. Wait.
So 3 lakh votes have been counted. I think most of UP around 14 lakh, 15 lakh.
Oh, she still perhaps stands a chance.
So 20% maybe.
No. The total turnout in Amethi is 9 lakh 76. So how much is done? 3
Okay.
lakhs. So
So
60% more to go.
33%
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
It's too early to write her off.
No, but still 15,000 is a huge margin.
Yeah. And 33%
50,000 is.
the 33% is a big enough sample to at least get the trend right. Maybe not the margins, but at least get the trend right.
No, if the margin crosses a lakh, then you can write off. But it's still a little too early to write her off.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope it's a little too early to write her off.
The Prime Minister
Oh
is
no,
having...
I'm not gunning for her. I don't stand to win anything, but
No, but I am gunning for the BJP, so I do stand everything for them to win.
The Prime Minister is having a tougher time. I
what's
think
his
last time he won by 4 lakhs or so. Right now his lead is 76,000. So
lead is 76, is it?
yeah, and I think 50% of polling done. Can you check Varanasi, the total number?
19 lakhs.
19 lakhs.
Yeah.
Okay, so just 25% done.
Wait, let me just confirm. Was it 9 lakhs or 19 lakhs? Varanasi Lok Sabha. It's 19 lakh was a registered electors, but I don't know what the turnout is. Assume something like a 50%,
No,
so
but
maybe 10 lakhs.
Just see those independents They had got 27,000 votes and all in the past. Quite
In
amazing.
Varanasi?
Yeah.
I'll go check again. Okay, this is.
Oh no, I think it was what they are trailing by. Okay.
Yeah. It would have said minus 27,000, which is a trailing
Yeah,
figure.
yeah. Trailing.
This is 2,74,000.
Or 2 lakhs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Nota, interestingly.
Nota has got at least 4 digits everywhere. What's happening in Karnataka?
Karnataka, I think it's almost set. It's 16, 10, and 2.
Really?
Yeah. The Kalyana Karnataka, the part where Karge comes from, Congress has done really well. Bidar, Gulbarga, Raichur. But the rest, I think BJP should be happy.
Which is the one blue constituency in the south?
This is Bangalore Central.
No, here to the left.
This is Hassan.
Hassan. Oh, that is very interesting. Not Revanna again.
No.
What is the statistics in Hassan?
No, not Revanna. It was Prajwal.
Yeah, Prajwal Revanna.
Prajwal Revanna, right?
So Prajwal Revanna is trailing by 15,000. Okay, this is too small of a margin to call.
Hey, but you see, significant voting is already done. I mean, counting is done. 4,60,000. So I think it's 100% done.
Oh, is it done already?
No, it's not. Is it?
I think close almost. Let me just check. Wait.
I don't think anything. No, it's all result in progress. Nothing has been declared yet.
I don't know the total electorate over there, but it is in progress. But when I say done, I think it's like 80-90%
The margin
done.
is not much. 17,000. So
17,000. Yeah.
No, but look at the
assuming even if how much is the
total votes counted, I think about 10 lakh votes have already been counted. At max, it would be like 12 lakh votes.
Oh,
That is the problem, right?
And yeah, he should lose. He doesn't deserve coming back anyway.
Oh well, that if at all he wins, it'll anyway go for re-election.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, like at least what has been there in the news in the last 1 week for sure.
But yeah, BJP should be happy from Karnataka.
What's happening in Maharashtra?
Maharashtra, we checked, right? It's like 11, 11, 11, the first 3 parties. Congress,
Yeah,
BJP.
but like, what is the percentage of voting counting done?
Okay. It's falling. It was 11, 11, 11. Now it's 13, 10, and 9.
What
So
is SHS UBT? Acha, the Uddhabala side.
SHS UBT is
Yeah,
Uddhav
got it.
Thackeray's. SHS is the Shinde Sena.
So that's part of NDA.
So Uddhav still has that kind of pull in Maharashtra, is it?
And also, it's like they'll have a lot of sympathy votes because he was screwed over by the BJP.
Can you check in his own constituency?
Is he contesting? I don't think he's contesting as a candidate, right?
I am not particularly sure. I've not been following. What are interesting constituencies in Maharashtra?
I mean, I think the Mumbai
Who is in South Bombay?
Mumbai North, Piyush Goyal is leading as expected.
I think the existing cabinet will come back as it is, except Smriti Irani, who seems to be jeopardized.
I think, like most urban areas, BJP is doing well in Mumbai also.
Nagpur, how is Gadkari doing?
He'll be quite comfortable.
Oh, well, Rajiv Chandrasekhar will become a cabinet minister this time.
Oh, of course, if he wins, I'm presuming he will.
It's actually,
maybe an IT minister or something.
It's just a 39,000 margin, but no, I think around 4 lakhs counted, so he has time to.
Wait, let's see how many seats in Nagpur. I mean, how many voters? ECI side should allow for.
No, they were showing they were showing all those data before. Now they have changed their.
So 12 lakh turnout in Nagpur. Interesting.
So 33% done.
I think this will go on until like 6-7 p.m. We're not likely to see results anytime soon.
Yeah, so this is I wasn't expecting it to be this close. I thought
you pinged me this morning telling by 11 we'll already have results.
Yeah, I thought it would be done. But yeah, it seems like BJP is slowly catching up. Might cross 250, 260, who knows? I think there are a lot of swing seats in Uttar Pradesh.
Let's say BJP does something less than 270, right? Let's say around 260 or whatever that is. Who do you think will join the NDA?
No, if BJP is around, the closer BJP is towards 272, their existing allies will not desert them. So,
who do you think would be the major contributors?
I-
AIADMK, which is again seeming to be out of
no,
question.
JDU has 15 seats, and then TDP has 16 seats. So they are existing BJP allies. So they'll just
No,
continue.
but look at Telangana. BJP is leading Telangana by a huge margin.
Is it?
Huge.
Yeah, very
Not
huge.
much. Yeah.
It's 8, 8, and 1.
Wow.
I mean, so it's quite.
No, but
split.
look at the margins. That's what I'm trying to say. Look at each constituency and look at the margins.
Just a minute. So the margins.
It's all close to 1 lakh.
Yeah. 65,000.
Hasana Congress is declared winner.
Oh, it's declared?
Yeah.
No, how
Oh.
come?
I just saw a news update from Kannada channel.
Okay, maybe. That was anyway close anyway.
And Sriramulu is lost. Ballari.
But according to the ECI website, only 1 win has been declared.
Okay, maybe I think what they're looking at is that the channel is declaring winning or losing based on the available percentage in the margin.
If the margin
So
of
maybe not, yeah.
if the margin
Election
of
Commission not
lead is more
declared,
than
yeah.
the number of votes yet to be counted, then it's unofficially declared.
So
you
that's
can
how they
declare
are
it.
declaring, yeah.
Because the Election Commission of India hasn't declared yet.
Yeah. No, these guys are going by the numbers,
Yeah.
percentage and declaring.
And
I mean,
also
these are
the new-
likely to stay that way. So that's why
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
saying it is.
And the numbers shown by news channels, they're just manufactured. At the end of the day, they'll just adjust their numbers to whatever ECI puts up, and then they'll tell, yeah, we were right all along.
Yeah, that's
The gap between Kishori Lal and Smriti Irani is only growing.
Yeah.
I think Kerala will also be a close fight between.
Kerala will be a close fight, yeah. Margins not much.
Let's see, Kerala.
Check Trivandrum.
He's leading by 17,000.
Yeah, it's a very close fight at just 17K.
But Suresh Gopi is leading by 65,000 nearly. So I think he should be.
Oh, Suresh Gopi, that actor.
Yeah.
That's a good margin. That too, winning over not Congress but Communist.
Oh, well, I was chatting with some Kerala friends and they were confident of Suresh Gopi. They were rather not sure of Rajiv Chandrasekhar.
Yeah, the results indicate the same. But yeah, I think West Bengal is another
Rajiv
state.
is actually leading, but they were thinking, what I heard is that he may give
No,
a
but
good
if you
fight,
think
but
about
not
it
likely
from
to
the
win.
localites perspective, there has not been much interaction with Rajiv or like any sort of association with Rajiv or his work with the constituency, right? So, I mean, there can always be that disconnect.
Correct.
Oh, West Bengal.
Yeah, West Bengal is another state that BJP will be seriously disappointed. They were predicting to be the single largest party this time. And it's...
Well, they were
I mean,
wishing.
Look at the map, right? It is Trinamool Congress is all of East and all the borders, which is what they're known for anyway.
There's two bordering states here with BJP. You cannot just...
Because that's not a border that opens to the Bay of Bengal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So wait, but okay, you have these two borders. These two do border Bangladesh.
Interesting. Ranaghat, and what is the other one? What is the above constituency?
Ranaghat and Bangaon.
Bangaon. Okay. What's happening in Gujarat? You haven't checked.
I think it is 25-1 the last time I checked.
BJP should be.
Okay, it's 24-2. Congress winning too is surprising.
Yeah, where did they emerge from? And it's bordering Rajasthan. What's happening in
Yeah.
Rajasthan?
Rajasthan BJP has lost. I think around 8 seats they lost. They swept it last time around. This time, Rajasthan. Yeah,
Punjab would also be interesting to
Punjab
see.
is also interesting.
yeah. So they've lost
14,
8 seats to the Congress and 1 seat to the CPM.
Interesting. But do you notice a pattern that typically a Congress winning constituency is always around the borders of a state?
I mean, it means nothing.
Yeah, it may not mean nothing. It's just an observation.
Punjab, I think Congress is doing well. Yeah.
Oh, what's happening to Kanyakumari in Delhi?
Delhi BJP is whipping all 7 seats.
That is nice. National cap. Oh, sweet.
Wow.
And I think the margins are quite okay. No.
Not
Okay.
much actually.
Yeah.
It's
The
pretty
first.
significant, right? Because Delhi number of votes itself is low.
But it was expected, but the margins are not so big to.
Yeah, the first three are not that high. Then it's like over 50,000. The last four.
Maybe
So
the
Manoj
first
Singh-
three counting has just started.
Yeah. It was saying
What's happening in
that.
Gorakhpur?
Just a minute. It was.
Ravi Kishan. Trailing candidate 18K, is it? Where is this? East Delhi.
Yeah, I think Chandni Chowk was the one seat that the exit polls had given to the Congress.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see how many votes in Chandni Chowk.
But yeah, I think the exit polls have been proven wrong spectacularly.
Chandni Chowk total turnout is 9,64,000. How much has been counted?
Oh, just a minute. I'll go back.
NCT.
Chandni Chowk.
Select the grid view. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, a lot more to go. It's just 33% counting.
And yeah, BJP is leading anyway. So
No, but can't say, no. The margins are low and it's
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
33%. What's happening in Gorakhpur? Mr. Ravi Kisan. Are we noticing any interesting trends where, like, previously it was a Congress swept constituency that is now turned BJP or
Leading
anything otherwise?
29,000.
I mean, it's the opposite that's happening.
Yeah, or anyone who is BJP who has now gone to Congress or Samajwadi or any other local party.
Wait, Gorakhpur, it's Ravindra Shukla, BJP. He's winning.
Arey, that is Ravi Kishan. His
No,
last
he
name
is
is
only
Ravi
Ravi
Kishan.
Kishan, that actor.
Okay, that's okay. Okay, sorry. I think I couldn't see his full name because of the Zoom widget. Okay.
What's happening in Bihar?
Bihar NDA is doing well. JDU is doing well. BJP has done decent. So yeah, JDU 15, BJP 30, and LJP is also part of NDA. So
RJD is out of picture. Interesting. LJPRV is an NDA party, no?
yeah, LJP is the Paswan, Chirag Paswan.
Yeah,
Party.
Ramvilas Paswan. Yeah.
See, he is another guy. He may jump to be NDA.
He is already part of NDA.
He's
no?
already part of NDA. He's strongly
Oh, yeah.
Modi supporter. So
But I think JDU was part of the Mahagathbandhan, right?
JDU is also
JDU
part of
jumped.
NDA.
Mm.
How much has Congress got so far? Have they crossed 100?
No, they're still at
96.
96.
So I don't think they will cross 100. So
Yeah.
9,600, not a big deal, right? The fact that they crossed 50 itself is
no, it's a psychological.
very surprising.
Yeah, it's psychological. Getting
Well,
three digits.
Kumar Swamy is also declared winner in the His lead is over 2 lakhs.
I don't understand who are these people voting these people back.
Voting which people?
Voting
Kumaraswamy is from
Kumaraswamy back,
Mandya,
voting Samajwadi Party back.
Kumaraswamy, he's they're on BJP alliance, so
JDS, yeah, part of NDA.
JDS is part of NDA, is it?
Yeah.
yes,
So there was no BJP candidate, in fact.
yeah. So that's why he is huge margin, 2,53,000. That's the reason BJP could salvage something out of Karnataka. If it was,
No, that's where there was a lot of argument about influencing Sumalata not contesting there.
yeah, no, but seats like Bangalore rural, BJP is able to win because they could get the Vokkaliga vote. Otherwise, I think DK Suresh would have. If JDS were not supporting BJP, then it would have been tough there.
Tamil Nadu BJP
Well,
is still at 0. Very intriguing.
I mean, that's not surprising at all.
Who do you think TDP is likely to alliance with?
TDP is part of NDA.
They're a part of NDA, but Chandrababu Naidu has always been
Volatile.
he's not. Yeah, he's been volatile. Exactly. He's not been at ease with Modi and this person.
See, he will need BJP support for next AP election.
Yeah, it remains to be seen. But TDP is leading by a huge margin in Andhra. TDP is at 16, YSRCP 4, BJP 3,
we can
JNP
probably
2.
look at that too. The Andhra elections. Oh, TDP is at one. Oh, YSRCP is at 180. It's down to 18 seats. The assembly constituencies. And BJP is forming government in Odisha.
Very interesting numbers.
Yep.
Oh, BJP is forming government in Odisha. What's happening to Naveen Patnaik?
Not yet, no. They will still need,
I mean,
independence can't add to it, right? They'll
no,
still need.
147. So
They're
you need
50%
74.
already.
BJP exactly has 74.
Yeah, 50%. These are still trends.
Yeah, these are still trends, but yeah.
Hmm.
So Chandrababu Naidu has emerged a huge winner in this election, both in the assembly polls as well as the Lok Sabha polls.
Lok Sabha poll. Lok Sabha TDP is at 16. 16 out of 25.
But AP was really struggling. The kind of there were some people in the politics with the ruling party, part of Jagan's party, who are talking about that this is a disaster. Whatever our party is doing is destroying our state. So I think people desperately wanted out.
Yeah.
Because their own party folks were talking like that.
But yeah.
What's happening in Punjab?
I think it's 7-3, I think. 7 to Congress and 3 to the 3 to AAP. Yeah.
Interesting.
So even
why is
Sudhakar
BJP not able to extend their foothold into Punjab, whatever come may?
Because the recent reason is because of the farmer protests. That's quite obvious. And then yeah, probably they still haven't been able to shed the Hindu nationalistic party, and Punjab is dominated by Sikhs. So
I don't know whether these things are valid, because if that was the case, they should not be voting for Congress at all.
yeah, that is true. Them voting for Congress is very, very surprising after what happened in '84. So
yeah, and it's not that. I mean, I know people who have gone through that, who have cut their hair ever since because of that. So And it's a living memory, so
Yeah.
it may be something else. Yeah.
Do we see any details on Kashmir?
Omar was leading.
Yeah, national conference. So I think both the Valley seats, NCP, the national conference is leading, and in Jammu BJP is leading. Yeah, Jammu BJP is leading, and Udhampur.
Tremendous margins over there in
Yes.
Anantnag and Rajouri.
Yeah, you can almost take it as the final results. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Altaf is leading by 2 lakh votes.
Anantnag is also again part of the Valley, right? So
Hey,
Yeah.
what's happening in this one? Leh Ladakh, because they were very
yeah.
unhappy with BJP.
Yeah.
Leh Ladakh comes under Srinagar,
Ladakh.
right?
No. Ladakh is a separate concept.
Oh,
So it's an
independent. Yeah. And who is supported by India Alliance?
Are they supported by the India Alliance? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
BJP
In
is
fact,
losing.
Rahul Gandhi went and campaigned for him as well.
Okay, so BJP is contesting and it's losing 21%. Yeah.
This was expected because the way they reacted to Sonam Wangchu was also very strong.
Yeah. So as it stands, BJP is short 29 seats.
They're at 242. It seems to be lingering around that number.
243. Yeah.
Unless they cross at least a 260 or whatever, there is still, I think, in my opinion, a huge chance of INDA alliance coming back
Yeah,
to power.
Uttar Pradesh is the key. I think Uttar Pradesh.
What's happening to Hamirpur? This Anurag Thakur?
Oh,
UP
that's
itself?
a good one. Yeah, let's check. Hamirpur is not UP, no?
Hamirpur is Punjab.
No,
Hamirpur.
Himachal, I suppose.
Sorry. Himachal, yes. Yeah.
Uttarakhand,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Uttarakhand.
Uttarakhand,
I think
No,
it's BJP.
Uttarakhand
Yeah,
or Himachal, one of those. Himachal, I think. Let's see. Hey, what's happening to Kangana Ranaut?
She was leading, I saw earlier.
There are a lot
That's
of
again
close in
Uttarakhand. I think
Ayrag
Uttarakhand
is
BJP
leading
is
by
leading.
1.5 lakhs. He's coming back. Interesting.
Who?
There are a lot of close seats in UP. Both
Anurag
for BJP.
Thakur is leading by 1.5 lakhs in Hamirpur.
Pretty much.
That's pretty much sorted.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have already counted something like 8 lakh seats already.
Madhya Pradesh, what's happening?
It's a clean sweep. Clean sweep for the BJP.
No, I think there is one Congress.
I mean, the last time I checked, it was a clean sweep, so I can check again.
No, that guy, the Raja is leading.
Yeah, it's 29.
Hamirpur, I think, can be concluded already.
You can see my screen, right?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Oh, Madhya Pradesh is a clean sweep. So,
clean sweep.
how many states are pure orange right now?
I mean, I think Madhya Pradesh is the only one. Even Gujarat, there is a couple of seats to Congress. So,
what about
No, Himachal is also only BJP, I think.
Oh, and
Himachal
Delhi as well.
Uttarakhand.
Oh,
Delhi,
Himachal as well. Uttarakhand as well.
Uttarakhand is also likely to be.
Maybe Chhattisgarh too. Okay, no, Chhattisgarh Congress has
one seat for Congress. Okay. What's happening in Odisha?
It's again something like 17-3 or something to the BJP.
Odisha majority BJP. Yeah.
Okay, it's 19-1. Oh, this is
good. This is nice.
Anyway, BJD was part of India. They may pull him back again.
Yeah, I mean, they were part of India once, but they just have one seat anyway, so it's not like
it doesn't make much difference. Yeah.
No. In the whole mathematics, they may try to make sure that they're part of the.
Yeah, but then the question now is whether BJP is a majority or NDA is a majority, right? NDA being majority, the country is going to look very different from BJP single majority.
Yeah, that is.
And it seems to be very hard that they can suddenly jump from 241 to 273. What could have evenly possibly led to such kind of drop?
UP
they have dropped. Karnataka also they have dropped.
I mean, Karnataka was
has 5-6
expected.
seats.
Karnataka was expected. But UP and Bengal is where they have severely underperformed.
No, but UP, the locals were talking about SP coming back, and even SP guys were very confident.
Why,
And
why do you think the locals wanted a change?
I
like
think the
again,
choice of candidate, what my conversations were, they were all caste reasoning.
and also there
Got
might
it,
be
okay.
there might be anger with the candidates. So maybe the BJP like they were confident that BJP would come back, and they were angry with their candidate, so they could have voted out the candidate.
Yeah, that seems to be an option as well. Arunachal 2-2 BJP. Andaman 1 out of 1 seat. All the smaller and insignificant ones they are sweeping.
Yeah, I think Northeast BJP would have. Okay, Manipur Congress has won both.
Ladakh is
Ma-
an independent candidate.
But apart from Manipur, I think BJP and its allies should have been.
Northeast have done they have done well. But again, Anup has left the call. So Anup was telling me that there is always a pattern of the Northeast typically voting the union government back to power.
Hmm.
Yeah, Rajasthan is a dip, solid dip.
Okay, so Uttarakhand also clean sweep.
Uttarakhand, this girl is in Uttarakhand, right?
Who?
The actress Kangana.
Kangana Ranaut, yeah.
She's in Uttarakhand, is it?
Oh, Himachal, I guess.
No,
Not
she's
sure.
from Mandi. So
Mandi,
Mandi is,
Himachal.
yeah.
Himachal.
Himachal is a clean sweep.
Yeah, Uttarakhand as well.
Yeah.
Oh, Kangana is leading by 65K votes. And there also voting is almost done. Mandi, how many votes are to be counted?
Yeah, so I think.
Oh, okay. Actually, in Aaj Tak, they are talking about defectors. BJP, the people who jumped from other party to.
That's also a possibility, yes.
You want me to share that? So they are talking about 14 out of 43 are leading in BJP, 7 out of 28 in Congress, and others 14 out of 52.
Okay. So, like people who join BJP from other parties, if they
From
go
other
back,
party, yeah.
if they go
14
back
of the
now, BJP's
42 are leading.
number will come back, come down even further.
No, but 14 of the 42 who moved to BJP are leading, means that only 30% success of all the guys who
Yeah,
moved
but
from
again,
other party to BJP.
Nobody cares about the rest 28. If the 14 that have won, if they go back, then BJP come falls
The
further.
caring
Right?
part is that is where BJP lost out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Possibly that is where they lost out, where they let go of their candidate and took in Congress candidate.
Maybe, yeah. Because the
So
local
people do
party.
reward loyalty, are you saying?
No,
See, a
more than people
local
rewarding
vote
loyalty, it's the
base, see
party
the
workers.
ground level workers will be for the
Yeah.
local candidate. If they suddenly go to the opponent and make him
Exactly.
your candidate, the support base will move away, right? They will not want to support you. Even if they abstain, it's a loss for you.
You need the party workers on ground campaigning for your people. And
Yeah,
Hema
and
Malini is
particularly,
winning again, is it? Very interesting.
yeah, Hema Malini is leading. See, and
Mathura.
also BJP's vote base is fairly rooted vote base, right? It's not like changes with the candidate.
She's leading by
So
186,000.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. How many counting has been done in Mathura?
I mean, 186 is as good as done.
no, she's pretty much the.
No, but the total turnout there is 10 lakh. So
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if they were.
What is the percentage of votes then? If you
yeah,
look
I'm
at
just checking that. Mathura.
Just go back to Mathura.
The UI on the ECI site is not great.
I mean, they've improved a lot, but still they can.
Like you have to keep going back and back and back every time.
Yeah. So yeah, 5 lakhs done.
Yeah, only 50% done, no?
No, but see, she's got 56% of it.
Yeah.
And
And the next
the
person is
next
20%.
following is 20% Congress.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
not
So
likely
that's
that they will anyway catch up.
Very, very unlikely. Yeah.
Yeah.
unless all the 5 lakh remaining votes goes to the other person, which is unlikely to happen. Yeah.
Tripura is BJP.
Northeast is BJP.
No, not all Northeast.
Not all,
Except
not all.
Manipur.
Tripura.
Except Manipur, I think everything.
No, again, I think Nagaland is Congress. I think Congress has done well in the Northeast. Manipur both have gone to Congress. Even Meghalaya and Mizoram Congress have.
Oh, Prajwal is back to leading.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. He's leading by
Okay.
3,000 votes.
But the margin was less, no, anyway.
Yeah.
No, but didn't someone say that some Kannada channel already declared that Prajwal was the Prajwal
Yeah,
has
that's
lost?
what. But now Aaj Tak is saying he's leading.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's trailing by 28,000.
Well, what are they showing here?
Oh, those are the numbers they show on the TV channels are 100% manufactured. It's just that.
Wow. I mean, how can they show 3,000 lead when he's actually trailing by 28,000?
Also, I like how these the local party leaders prop up other candidates with the same name to take away a few votes. There's a HD Revan
Wow.
standing from Purvanchal Mahapanchayat.
So Annamalai is trailing by 16,000 votes, which is not
So-
bad. It's a close, fight.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
173.
I think he stood a better chance of winning in Karnataka than in Tamil Nadu.
I really think so. He should have stood from somewhere
No.
in South Karnataka, like Mangalore
no.
or somewhere.
No. There's very strong anti-Kannada sentiment right now in Karnataka. If anyone outside Karnataka would have stood, they would
Anti-Tamil. No. See, I think Annamalai has a different appeal, and as such, you look at it. Most of the voters in Karnataka voted for Modi, irrespective of the candidate. So probably they would have voted happily for Annamalai.
I mean, if it was one of the Bangalore constituencies, maybe. But outside of Bangalore, he wouldn't have stood a chance. Maybe Bangalore South or something, Annamalai would have won.
No, he was the SP in Udupi, right? So he was extremely popular there.
Yeah. Okay. Coastal Karnataka has anyway been BJP bastions, irrespective of.
Yeah, and
Modi
he
or
was
not.
a popular guy there also.
Yeah.
What happened to Bangalore Central is still Congress.
Bangalore Central, it looks like a done deal. Let me just.
No, I don't think it's a done deal anywhere.
I
A
mean,
lot of votes to be counted.
officially maybe not done. Oh, this is.
You see, even Bangalore South, only 8 lakh counting has happened, right? I think 20 lakh or something to go.
Yeah, it's 73,000 at the margin. Bangalore Central. Mansoor Ali Khan.
The margin is only increasing.
Yeah, it's only increasing.
Oh, in Bangalore South, barring Tejasvi and Soumya, no one else is even contesting, is it?
What do you mean?
Like only 2 contestants, BJP and Congress from South?
They have other people.
They have a lot of people.
I told you Vatal Nagaraj is there.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Vatal Nagaraj is there. Uttama Prajakya had a candidate here.
Yeah, Balakrishna and Uttam Prajakya.
I thought I'll look him up, but I found he was 10th standard or 12th standard, so I thought not happening. But maybe somewhere people have to forget this.
No, but Tejasvi is leading by a huge margin of 2 lakhs.
2 lakhs, yeah.
Well, actually, it is not fair. He was all the time camping with vote for Modi, not me. So,
exactly.
They should not even be putting his photo there. They should just be putting Modi there. At least all of Karnataka.
I mean, that's how Bangalore South has always been. So he knows he can get away with anything. One of the strongest seats.
Karnataka Rakshana Samiti. That is Ravi Krishna Reddy's party, Raghupati Bhatt.
Hey, CN Manjunath is leading by almost 1.75 lakhs.
Bangalore rural.
Go. DK Suresh is losing miserably.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That's a very interesting number.
No, trailing by 177. But you
One
look
lakh
at it,
77.
he's still got 5,89,000 votes.
I mean, yeah, he's the sitting MP,
And
and he
what is
has
Yeah.
the
been.
percentage? Can you go to the percentage part? What percentage of votes?
I think it's
But I
almost
think they both were also related, right?
no.
DK Suresh and DK Shivkumar are
CN
related.
No,
Manjunath is
they are brothers.
Manjunath is
But
Devegowda's son-in-law.
correct, but they are all same community. They may even be
Yeah,
related.
same community, yeah, Vokkaliga community. Yeah.
Can you go up, look at their percentage, both of them? Vote
Hey,
percentage?
Revana is trailing even further now, 31,000, 32,000.
Okay, 55-42.
Yeah.
No, but good to have good candidates. But at the same time, some of these people should not be going for Lok Sabha at all. They should be there in the parliament even without. So
No, but it shows that at least on some level, Indian democracy is maturing, that we are voting such people into the parliament. I mean, of
it
course,
was you mentioned it, right? That if not for Manjunath, BJP wouldn't have got votes because it's a Okaliga base.
it's a combination of Manjunath as well as JDS backing BJP. Yeah. If not for that, DK Suresh would have come back.
See, it's not really fair to say that, right? See, you remember earlier assembly elections, this guy Ashok stood against DK Shivkumar, and JDS supported BJP and still lost very badly. So it's not always that, and it was very evidently DK Shivkumar seat. I think Ashok was not even campaigning sufficiently there.
Yeah, that's because BJP didn't have a proper candidate against DK Shivkumar, so they just fielded Ashok. Ashok's
No, I
primary
think a lot
constituency
of
was
these parties
Padmanabhanagar.
are hand in glove with each other to make sure that they never. I mean, see, the democracy is about sustaining candidates, right? You have to build.
Yeah.
See, last so many elections in BTM layout, BJP has never had the same candidate for last 7 years. Every time there's a new candidate, and the candidate gets announced just literally a month before the election, just when the last few days before filing nominations. So how, if party doesn't want a candidate to grow there, that is what happens.
Yeah.
And this is clearly there is some other thing at play between parties.
Yeah, that can be that is probably true regarding Kanakpura, but I don't think anything of that sort is at play here in Bangalore rural, because DK Shivkumar would have wanted his brother winning again, so he wouldn't have let go of the seat quite that easily.
Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, significant number.
Yeah.
Is Nirmala Sitharaman contesting?
No.
She was the
Rajya Sabha, is it?
Rajya Sabha, yeah.
But maybe she is better off in Rajya Sabha and not in ministry. But one nice thing with all these kind of results is that we will have change of ministries certainly happening.
Yeah, definitely. One of the big four ministries will go to TDP, and maybe Nitish Kumar himself, because there were rumors yesterday that Nitish will come to the center and BJP will take over Bihar and the state government of Bihar. So Nitish will get a good portfolio. A couple of people
Where
from
TDP is so much in majority there, so he will
a
not
couple of
let go.
TDP people will get good portfolios.
No, but why should TDP come into the picture? Why do you think so?
Because BJP cannot form a government on its own. It's 242. They need JDU and TDP at all costs.
No other supporters, is it?
I mean, they have Shiv Sena, the Shinde Sena and all, but they are very unreliable. They can any day go back to the original Shiv Sena.
Yeah,
that may not happen. That may not happen, at least not the Shinde Shiv Sena, because if not for BJP, he would have never become chief minister there.
Yeah, that is true, but...
Okay, so we have, I think NCP, is it part of India bloc or are they NDA focused?
There are two blocks, two divisions in NCP itself. One is part of India, one is part of NDA.
Which is the one part of India?
The Sharat Chandra Pawar, the one you're seeing on screen with 7 seats, that is with India.
Okay.
There's one with just one seat, and that is with the NDA. I think they lost even that one seat. Oh yeah, it's here.
Yeah, but SHS and Ramvilas, that is a 12 seat that is with NDA anyway. So
Yeah, yeah, Ramvilas is there. Yeah, Ramvilas, he's quite the Chirag Paswan is quite loyal to Modi, so I don't think he'll be leaving.
JDS is just 2 seats, doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
But you see, anyone who is even potentially, wanting to join the NDA, these are all very insignificant 1, 2, 1, 2. No one with above 10 seats
Yeah,
seems to
that's why
be
that's why I mentioned JDU and TDP. Those are the only ones with more than 10 seats.
right. Right, yeah. Trinamool Congress won't, Samajwadi won't, DMK won't.
So
So
what's
what
the scene in
remains
West
is,
Bengal? Is it still
I think it's a TMC
TMC?
sweep.
yeah,
it's all
TMC is 31.
the 31, 10 and 1. Yeah.
Wow.
Which is the one seat that Congress is winning?
Samajwadi is 36 in UP. These numbers are crazy because Samajwadi Party has risen up to previous Congress levels. Congress has risen up to 100 level.
No, one thing I actually like about this whole thing is that good to see that regional parties are becoming stronger at each state. At least that's a big positive.
I mean, they should be strong in assembly elections. Them being strong in Lok Sabha election, I think it just hinders
Yeah.
any sort of. I mean, actually, I am of the belief that a coalition governments actually do good. Like Narasimha Rao governments, Vajpayee governments, they have actually been a couple of the best governments in India. But maybe I think too much hindrance.
No, the thing with the coalition government is nothing really moves, right? You can forever keep fighting and debating at the lower house, but nothing moves.
No, not necessarily. I think that's the ideal system that we have to. I mean, if we have to become a mature democracy, that's how it should get to. See, otherwise, we will always have somebody dictating who should be MP for a constituency, and the constituents have no say in picking their own representative, which is so ridiculous, right? I mean, from a democracy standpoint. I know if you say that you don't approve of democracy, then it doesn't matter. But that's the way only.
No, but the question to ask is it's not a question of whether we approve of democracy or another form of government or what exactly, right? At the end of the day, what does it mean for the people or for the citizens? Does having the label of democracy necessarily do good for the citizens? It looks like it doesn't.
No, that is where it has to change, right? If people have a choice of even picking who they should be represented with, then it has to get to regional parties. If you have national parties sitting in Delhi, deciding who will represent you in your constituency by their own metrics and not the local metrics, then obviously it's a failure of democracy.
Yeah, by the definitions of the term, certainly, but it is
not just
not
the term
indicative of the fact that, let's say, there's a regional party in power. It is in no way indicative of the development of the people in that place, right? Take Samajwadi Party, for example, or take what you see in Tamil Nadu, for example. How is it in any way, explaining development or any other form of benefits of having a regional party?
Why do you think DMK is winning if people were to think that DMK is not creating sufficient avenues for them to stay relevant and developing?
I don't
Do
know.
you
I'm
think
pretty
they can
clueless
just...
about that. But I like to think that it is a bunch of freebies and promises and keeping
No, I
people
don't
trapped in
think.
a
See,
sim.
freebies and promises alone will not get everybody to move forward, right? I mean, if you end of the day, there are a number of votes, and there is a choice for everybody to go and reach out to the same set of people. So, and if people are still winning, it's not just freebies always. And also, if you look at it, Tamil Nadu's economy is way stronger than Karnataka's economy.
No, it's not. It's not.
It's not.
Why is that?
Their overall GDP is slightly higher than Karnataka's just because of population. If you see any per capita metric, Karnataka is significantly higher than Tamil Nadu.
And also you take a look at the growth rates from
growth rate as well,
2018 to
yeah.
23, you will see Karnataka's growth rates much better than that of Tamil Nadu across any rolling window.
18 to 23 as in?
During the BJP-led government in Karnataka, any growth rate percentages that you compare with any 5-year rolling window in Tamil Nadu, you will see that this is better in Karnataka.
Well, but on the ground level, people are still happy with the DMK versus people with BJP in Karnataka, right? In fact,
No,
the
you
people
can't
who were
necessarily
originally
say that
BJP
they are happy,
supporters,
right?
no,
The- the-
original
that's-
BJP
that's the thing
supporters,
about
they
southern
themselves were
states.
not happy with BJP in Karnataka.
No, that's the thing with
No.
southern states. Most southern states always vote out the incumbent. Like it's happened in Kerala for the last 40
But,
years, apart from the last election. It's happened in Karnataka, like it's Congress, BJP, and it was happening in Tamil Nadu as well. Until Jayalalitha did the 2 consecutive terms, it was 30 years of DMK, AIDMK, AIDMK, DMK. So,
correct. Now, in the next assembly elections, who do you think will come back in Tamil Nadu?
I think DMK will come back. That's only
That's because lack of a good face in AIADMK.
lack of opposition.
Oh,
exactly.
no. Actually, for all you know, there may be a new party. Vijay's party may actually come up.
No, I don't think so. We've seen this historically in South India, right? Actors have been actors. They have not been able to translate it into politics.
Tamil Nadu has always been the other way. Tamil Nadu, if you look at it, even DMK, because of the film connection, MGR, AIDMK
exactly.
because of film. So now Vijay, if he comes up, it will be for film. And also you don't have
Not
AIDMK.
really, right? So MGR, I for sure agree, and to an extent maybe Jayalalitha. But if you look at DMK, the reason for them emerging to power has largely been the ideology that they've propagated and the whole Dravidianism and any kind of hailing of Periyar and the literature and everything else to do with Dravidian culture, right? And most importantly, the anti-Hindi sentiment.
No, I don't think there is any Dravidian philosophy as such, because they would actually talk something aligning, because Periyar was atheist, but if you look at it, most of the DMK guys, you will never find them coming out without doing a namaskara to any god that they have. They are all theists, they are very much believers, and this whole
but holding the name
driven by
Stalin also.
no, that is the DMK family alone, right? Within the family, things are again different. And the party supporters, if you look at it, I don't think it's less than 10% probably are atheists there in DMK. They all are believers. So the Periyar is just a conceptual leader and no more contributing to their mind space.
Interesting. Surprisingly, communist parties have managed to get 4 seats in Tamil Nadu.
Yeah, they were together with DMK and Congress. The votes would have transferred.
No, they are part of
CPI 2,
India Alliance,
CPIM
right?
2.
Yeah.
Jammu and Kashmir is maintaining the 2-2-1.
So
Is anything changed in Gujarat? No, it's at 25. Oh, okay, it's became 25-1. Which is the one constituency in which Congress is... Oh, that's just a 10,000 margin. It's not a big deal, I guess. Maybe it can still sweep other way. Which is this constituency? Patan. How many seats in Patan?
So Kanaya Kumar was literally beaten, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. So Patan total turnout was 11 lakh 82, 12 lakhs, 8 lakh counting is already done.
Yeah, that can change as well, yeah.
Yeah, maybe Gujarat may still end up with a 26 for BJP. What can go other way?
I think
Nothing seems to change in Karnataka, no? The trends are pretty
I think
stagnant.
I think now we're at that stage where there's very incremental changes to
Right.
any so maybe we can stop streaming.
Yeah, it is unlikely that we'll see any major changes because Karnataka seems to stagnate at 16-10-2.
Yeah.
What's happening in UP? Has anything changed? No, it's a 36-31, same. Ameti, Smriti Didi is, oh man, she's losing miserably, trailing by 62. Okay. The
Okay,
difference
do you
is only
think
increasing.
she will be brought in through Rajya Sabha?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Now that BJP is not in absolute majority, there'll be a lot of competition for the cabinet seats. So I don't think even if she's brought in through Rajya Sabha, I don't think she'll be getting a ministry berth.
Yeah, she won't be a minister for sure, maybe.
No, because 2014 she lost, but she still became a minister.
But
That won't be happening.
that makes sense because back in the day they wanted to bring in more women participation and the right kind of phases and narratives and stuff, but not necessarily at this point, right?
BJP not being
Telangana is an interesting split. BJP 8, INC 8,
yeah,
and of course you have Asaduddin Owaisi, who is with
but
one
BJP
seat.
not even being the single largest party in UP is the most surprising one. I thought at least they'd be the single largest party, and
it is surprising that they managed to be the single largest in Karnataka but not in UP.
yeah, Karnataka is always.
And for the first time, we will have a party who is not the single largest party in UP and is still forming government.
I don't think that's true. I mean, I don't know the statistics, but
No, every time whoever gets the majority control of UP controls the parliament.
yeah,
So that's why UP was so important. So this
I
is
get your
possibly
point,
the
but
first time.
But it is interesting to note this because Eastern UP is full of the Samajwadi Party, but the same sentiment is not being translated into Bihar. Bihar is showing decent success for BJP, right? 13 out of the 40 seats. Is JDU with NDA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he is very, very, very fickle. In the last 10 years, he has switched over 4 times. So
yeah.
He is not reliable at all, Nitish Kumar.
Interesting. So even if we were to assume the 15 coming in from, yeah, they would need TDP at any cost. So 16 plus 15, that'll get them 31. So BJP
do you
plus.
think Tejasvi will become a minister this time?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
Again,
He's
there's too much
and
competition for the ministry now. It's not like BJP cannot afford to promote.
No, if they want to project a young India for next elections, it's time they start bringing people like him to be in the ministry because he's not first time MP now. And he's winning with significant majority. Maybe wearing Modi t-shirt, but still.
But
he speaks extremely well.
But you and I can win in Bangalore South on a BJP ticket. Him winning Bangalore South is not an achievement at all. But I don't think he's well liked among other parties. So if BJP is to have a successful alliance, then I don't think they'll be giving a ministry to Tejasvi.
No, it's not about other alignment. It's about what is an. See, now BJP obviously will start thinking 2029, right? If they have to come back, then what should be the face? Because Modi will retire in next 2 years. So there will be a new guard on top of BJP. There will be a new prime minister. So there has to be a new team.
Okay, let's assume we go with this narrative
Nirmala
and in the next
Sitharaman
2
will be
years.
out. Nirmala Sitharaman will be out.
A lot of people are already on Twitter. It's trending that maybe it might be a Nitin Gadkari government and not a Modi government. if these numbers hold.
Well, in all probability, it will be Modi still, but he will be, even if he doesn't want to, he will be asked to step down at 75, which is 2 years from now. So they will not force change a MPM right now because it will be putting Modi in a very bad shape.
Mm.
And
And
not just
BJP went to
that,
elections
the,
with Modi as the face of BJP.
if the BJP now says we will remove Modi and put a Gadkari government, then most others who are wanting to alliance with NDA will easily switch over to
Correct.
NDA.
And not just that. See, BJP also has other guys in the fray. See, they will be taking time. Now, there will be a lot of politics happening internally with uh, uh, Amit Shah trying to garner his support base because he will want to be the next prime minister. Nitin Gadkari will want to be the next prime minister. That railway minister, where is he standing from?
Ashwini
Maharashtra,
Vaishnav.
right?
I think he's
Or
I think he's a
Rajya
Rajya
Sabha,
Sabha member.
right?
I think he's a Rajya Sabha member.
he didn't stand for election this time?
Let's
I'm not
check.
sure.
No, I think he's there in Lok Sabha elections.
No.
No?
Mhm. They may field him from Balasore, but in Rajya Sabha, not Lok Sabha. But I think one thing that we can possibly conclude is Rajiv might become the IT minister.
Well, not necessarily, right? And Smriti Irani could become HRD ministry. So,
No, but she's
and
trailing terribly, right?
no, in that context, not necessary that he remains the IT minister. He could well be given even industry ministry because if you look at it, his
Sure.
business plan,
DPIIT or one of those, yeah. Like
yeah,
maybe,
he
no,
could.
but Piyush Goyal currently was heading industry and commerce, right?
No, only commerce, right? Industry was
Okay.
with, I don't know, was he?
In industries was with Rajesh Chandrasekhar, right?
No,
No, he
Rajiv
was a
Chandrasekhar
minister
was a
for
minister of
state
state. That too
Minister
for,
of-
with IT, IT
yeah,
and yeah.
electronics.
Oh,
Let's look.
the margin is just 4,000 now. Rajiv and Shashi.
Oh, this is getting interesting. But Suresh Gopi is retaining his margin.
Yeah, it's 74,000. I think he.
Well, if you look at it, Rahul Gandhi is reading only by 29,000.
No,
it's
it's 2,90,000.
2,90,000.
Is it 2 lakh? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's 2 lakh.
3
So-
lakhs.
Yeah, that's pretty much done then.
I think that's
Yeah.
the biggest margin we have seen so far.
Suresh Gopi, how much is he leading by?
70K.
75,000.
What about Modi in Varanasi? Is the margins improving?
I mean, I think it would have improved, but let's see how much it is.
I think it was like 1 lakh margin last time I saw.
It's 99,000.
Yeah, it's actually declining.
No, I think it was I think it's improved. It was 70K last time.
Yeah, it was not 1 lakh.
Yeah.
Unless you saw it separately.
Yeah.
No, I think I saw a 6-figure. I don't exactly recall.
Okay. Yeah, but this will
So
make
is
for.
there any way we can find out how many MP counting which are lead is by less than 10,000?
I mean, they don't give you options to filter.
Yeah, we'll have to start scraping ECI data and
Yeah.
play around with the
So
tables.
I think the play will be there now, at least even up to 30,000, I think.
No,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think, but
Sometimes
invariably only less than 50% is done in most places, right? Unless
Yeah.
in very few constituencies, it's less than 50% of the counting that has happened. So I think we have to wait until 6 or 7 p.m. maybe the trends may not change dramatically.
So
Yeah,
Smithy is trailing by 65.
yeah. There's a lot of close ones in UP. There's Dharmendra Kashyap with just 655, and there's
Wow, 655. Yeah, so that can flip.
Anand Kumar with just 8,000.
And they can all flip in
There's
the
something
interest
at
of Samajwadi, not in the
7,000.
interest of BJP.
No, but
Yeah,
there's a
correct.
Samajwadi party which can flip.
Samajwadi is also there. I mean, both the guys
7,000.
are there
Oh,
around that
Kamlesh
margin.
Paswan is leading by a very narrow margin.
Correct.
There's another. Okay, this is 36,000. But yeah, there's a lot. UP has been really close.
And
If the
in
numbers are
the
to change significantly, then it'll be via UP.
yeah,
I think
because and
maybe
UP less than 50% of the counting has happened, so there is
Yeah.
still a lot to go.
Yeah, again another Birendra Singh Samajwadi Party, just 5,500.
no, I
Yeah,
think maybe we connect by 4 o'clock. I
yeah,
think
we
we
might
will
see
be a lot
more
closer to,
stability. Yeah,
and that time the data will be more reliable, at least from where it stands.
correct.
Right now it is NDA 292
India 292, is it?
I
leading.
mean,
Yeah.
that's what the channels are showing, I guess. I mean,
No,
I
no,
haven't
but
looked
how
up.
are they getting 50 seats outside of BJP? I'm interested to know.
I mean, it's quite obvious, no? You get 30 seats from JDU and TDP, and then you have all these small parties, Shiv Sena, Chirag Paswan. That's another 10 seats. So you already have 40. Then you have the Northeast Allies, and then you have JDS. So yeah,
Hmm.
292 is not that big of a stretch.
Interesting. But it is very intriguing to see that even NDA is not crossing 300.
I mean, yeah, these results make sense. I mean, at least from what the journalists were reporting, people were not satisfied with this. The exit polls, they were clearly fudge data just to boost up the markets for a couple of days.
And at once nosedive it today. I should have just sold all my stock holdings yesterday.
And I think that's the reason they did. They have the counting today instead of yesterday, because yesterday the market was open for people to.
Oh my God. Whatever rallied double digits yesterday is, nosedived 20+% today. Yeah, man. My portfolio is looking very disappointing. Deep
But yeah, I
red.
think there's no point sitting in front of this for another couple of hours. So maybe we can disperse.
How many women candidates this time? Any idea?
I mean, I have no idea. I don't know whether. I know that ECI doesn't allow us to filter that information. We'll have to go constancy by constancy and check each.
If at all something has to change, it has to change in Karnataka, UP, and
Karnataka is
West
not
Bengal.
changing. Karnataka, 70 to 80% counting has been done from what we have seen.
How are the margins in West Bengal?
Yeah, that maybe we can check.
So it is interesting to note that hardly 2 to 3 states can make, a world of a difference.
I mean, that's because we now know the margins.
No, even otherwise, I mean, based on what Nanju said, which is true that, UP kind of decides the future.
Yeah, true.
No, but despite UP, this time it comes in, is going to be a new era of Indian politics.
Oh, this is quite close as well. There's one with 11,000, Yusuf Pathan. There's one with.
Is that the cricketer?
Yeah.
That is the cricketer, yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't know he's into politics as well.
But why is he with Trinamool Congress?
The margin is so small.
Yeah.
But it's not against BJP, right? So it doesn't matter.
That's with Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary anyway, yeah. So.
This one is interesting. Biplab Mitra and Sukanta Majumdar. This can be interesting. It can sway either ways. Balurghat, how many votes have been done? Check. Total
is quite-
electors in Balurghat are 12.5 lakhs.
This is quite annoying. Having to switch back and forth.
Yeah, yeah.
That too. 3 lakh. 3 lakh.
Oh,
4 lakh. 4 lakh.
it's just 33% done.
Yeah.
This can sway either ways. Okay.
There's another, okay. 30,000, 1,54,007. Okay. There's one with 2 lakh for 2,490, but that's
But that
BJP.
is Sujata Mandal.
Another with 8,619.
Who?
Jagdish
Oh
Chandra.
my God, look at that 2 lakh lead. Asad Kumar Mal.
Uh,
So, okay, it is possible that BJP might get 5 more or so in West Bengal.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah.
They could stand a
Margins
chance
are-
for 5 more seats based on margins and the fact that only 25 to 30%
There's
is
one
done.
with 15. BJP is leading with 15, margin of 15.
Hey, that is Somendu Adhikari.
Yeah.
Wait, Kanti, right? How many seats are done? Check.
I mean, it doesn't matter how many
No,
ever
it
votes
doesn't
are
matter.
counted.
It's very,
15,
very close. Very
15
close.
can go either way.
Yeah, but that's really close. He would have chewed off all his nail by now.
But yeah, it also looks like even if the BJP were to gain 5 more seats, they could also lose 5 more seats
Yeah,
in
exactly.
West
Correct.
Bengal.
It looks like anybody.
Yeah. So I think Bengal is done. I think UP is the only place BJP can gain.
But it's also interesting that just if they had managed to retain their single largest in UP, they would have still won the majority.
Yeah.
Correct.
So it is UP that has, brought them to a jeopardized state.
Brought them to their knees. I think high time they also get a message properly.
Will this put Yogi's position in danger?
I
It
don't
can,
think
right?
so.
No, but at the same time, see, except Modi, nobody is in bad light with this election because they made it's only Modi.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So Yogi can actually say that you need to own up. I mean, everybody will tell Modi that you need to own up this time.
No, but tell me something, asking a very unbiased sort of neutral question here. When you say to him that you need to own up, what exactly are you expecting him to do? Like, what do you think he is not owned up to, and what do you think needs to change?
I mean, first of all, he should take the responsibility
Of
the defeat, of not getting 272.
Sure,
Because,
okay. And do what instead? Like, why? What failed? Why did he not get?
First, try to become human again, right? I'm not God. I'm descendant of God. I'm not like you and me. Right?
Yeah. So anything? I mean, like, are there objective points that you can highlight, telling here is something which he did, which is against the interests of majority, and he was able to do that simply because he is reigning power. Are you able to point out something that was particularly incorrect that he was able to do simply by exploiting power? I don't think there's an objective answer that any of us are able to come up with. And it is largely an ideological sort of argument that we're always portraying, right? And this whole idea of a dictatorship versus humanity versus whatnot.
Yeah.
No, I think most important thing is the messaging, right? That he is bigger than the party, which is
exactly.
Which
no.
never
So
happened with
Shashank and
BJP
I
until
debate
now.
on this a lot, right? Shashank tells the same thing. Now, I all your ideological theoretical statements agreed with, right? I'll give you everything, but what should he have done differently? Like, what is one thing he should have done differently other than all of these subjective matters?
No, see, point is that one is that you try to project one person is bigger than the party itself is a huge huge thing, right? It weakened BJP at a fundamental level.
Exactly.
Right?
Like,
even if you look at it in Karnataka, Yediyurappa tried to portray himself as bigger than BJP in Karnataka, and it brought BJP to knees in Karnataka. And it's the same thing that's happening for BJP in across India because Modi tried to portray himself as bigger than any party. See, every time, I think it has happened to Indira Gandhi. I don't think these guys learned from history.
No, but there is one common observation across all these scenarios, right? In every case where you say that someone has portrayed themselves bigger than a party, in all those instances, what is also true is that in those times when they were trying to portray themselves bigger than the party, it was more to say that I am portraying my vision, I'm selling my vision, and not necessarily a freebie or any other sort of
No,
seemingly
that is not
short-term
correct
merit.
at all. It's not that BJP is not giving freebies here. They have given
That's not
enough
what
and
they're
more freebies.
campaigning on, right? That's not what they're campaigning on. They're campaigning on the India growth story.
See, they at the same time
Unlike the
started giving out
8,500 rupees.
See, they started doling out a lot of freebies also. It's not that. See, it was also hypocritical for them to actually in the campaign take a dig at Congress and other guys saying they are giving out freebies while you yourself also are giving out freebies.
No, there's a difference, no, Ranju. You giving out freebies for whatever reason is different from giving freebie being your campaigning manifesto. There's a world of a difference between those two is what I'm trying to highlight.
But point is, you're being hypocritical if you say that they are giving freebies and you also give freebies. So first of all, you had to take a stand that you will not, which is not the way.
Yeah, but they're not. What they're trying to say is, don't vote me to power because I'll give freebie. Vote me to power because you won't need a freebie.
No,
That's the
but they
difference,
announced
right?
freebies just before elections. They actually started giving out freebies. They started giving out free rice, subsidized rice. So they started
Sure, all
doing the
that
same
Bharat
thing
rice,
what other
everything
parties did,
exists.
and then claim otherwise is hypocritical.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I'm just expressing a personal disappointment here, right? Every time I speak to someone who is, let's say, anti-Modi or anti-BJP in any sense of the word, what they are pretty much always highlighting is some kind of theoretical or a subjective misfit to their own perceived notions of democracy and whatever other liberal terms, right? But it is not necessarily indicative of anything in terms of what policy has necessarily gone wrong or what policy needs to be fixed right,
No,
and
but
how is
at
it
a
incorrect that
fundamental
someone is
level,
reigning power.
see, at a fundamental level, do you think BJP represents liberalism in India sense?
Yes, I very much do.
How? So what is being liberal about it?
So if I were to, if
They're
I
actually representing far more right than being liberal. So what makes
let
them
me
liberal?
refrain from using the words right and left, but if you were to define
No, I'm
liberalism
referring to
as being
liberal and right, not as left.
right. So if you were to use no, I think those are oxymorons, right? They don't necessarily hold together. But if you were to define liberal as being one accepting of everyone's actions, whatever that is, and letting them do what they want without necessarily placing restrictions on them, either from a standpoint of religion or from the standpoint of economy or from any other socioeconomic standpoint, then BJP is liberal in every sense of the word. In fact,
Well,
BJP
see,
is
they actually, BJP candidates time and again came across as being highly polarizing, right? Targeting about.
that is what the Twitterati has always stood for, right? But is that
No, I'm
necessarily
talking about
true?
the politicians. I'm talking about the politicians. Even Modi made those comments, which is not befitting for a prime minister to be commenting, even if it is elections. Right? You cannot be talking to one community. And as a prime minister, aligning to, I mean, his personal interests aside, I mean, he personally wants to be going into the temple and offering puja is one thing, but making everything, every action of his as a statement. These are the things I'm sure the BJP folks themselves would not be happy with. I mean, see, when the megalomania takes over an individual, it becomes very difficult for even any ardent supporter would be stepping back and saying that, okay, this is not the way.
But tell me something, with all the messaging in your words being rectified right now, or them kind of learning the lesson that they should ideally after today, what do you think will change in the interest of national policy or economic policy, right? If any, it is only going to drop further, in my
See,
opinion.
I think there will be two things that will be happening now, right? See, one is assuming NDA will anyway form government and Modi will anyway have to be prime minister because it look BJP to be very weak if Modi is forced out at this point in time. Though Modi has to own
Oh,
up and
BJP is
continue.
dropped from 243 to 238.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying NDA will form government and with Modi as a leader of NDA, right? And there is no other option for them to go with, even if everybody, even people within BJP wants Modi to step down, they will still wait it out and allow him to retire after 2 years. But what starts happening is why that is going to be important for BJP folks also is that within BJP there are factions, right? You have Gadkari wanting to be the next prime minister. You have possibly Amit Shah wanting to be the prime minister, and we don't know who else. The others are trying to get them to become the prime minister. So there will be a lot of internal churn that will be happening to push one of them to the fore. So given that, those are the things which will drive whatever the next decision will be. But one good part is, even if it is Amit Shah or Gadkari, both of them are very pro capitalist. So both will be gunning for a high growth economy driven decision and participation.
But how do you think this is
Sometimes-
going to affect private markets for the next couple of months?
See, a market will surely be affected because it's not a full majority. But see, I think Indian markets have always seen this kind of a churn, right? We've seen it for only the single party leading is only the last 10 years phenomena. Prior to that, if you look at it, nearly 15 years, we didn't have a single party majority anyways.
Yeah, but from a private market like venture capital and private equity standpoint.
See, venture capital and private equity standpoint,
I think the
India
whole
has not
India
been
growth
as
story
friendly
is
to
taking a
these.
hit, right?
See,
Like
we still have, whatever the last 10 years, we still have maximum number of millionaires going out of India and taking citizenship elsewhere. We still have a lot of startups moving out of India to get funded. So it is
But we
not.
also have a lot of high growth companies domiciling back to India.
See, that is because India as a market is big for them. So they are not coming because India is policy.
That's not true, right? That's really not true.
They are actually coming because India is a mature market for them to do business here. They are not
No, but
coming
they can
because
list
policies
anywhere.
have
No, why
become
does
very
listing
friendly.
here matter? You can do business even without listing here.
Correct. But they are also coming back here because it's also, as a big business, you are able to operate business because the government has been industry friendly that way, but not for small businesses. So if you're talking about small businesses, I don't think BJP government has been any friendly for small businesses even in the last 5 years. So hopefully that will change because they need to change, because historically BJP's base was small businesses.
I think the funding market for the next few months will take a serious hit. At least VC funding might stagnate for some time. And I think this whole India growth story that everyone has been...
Whatever is funded, the funding has happened to the bigger businesses. It's not the early stage funding has been struggling for last few years if you look at it. Most of the funding is happening to large businesses with a much larger valuation. It's the billion-dollar valuations have got attracted funding. How much of small businesses funding has happened here?
Oh, no, not at all, right? If you look at, let's say, pre-Series A versus post-Series D, which is growth stage funding of the last 1.5 years after 2021, you will see that the growth stage funding is what is arrested almost, right? Early stage continues to happen very actively even today. And as a growth stage, that has taken a serious hit.
Early
And it'll
stage
take
also
further
is
hit.
very small if you look at it, right? I mean, globally, if you look at it, none of our Indian cities feature also. If you look at top 20, India doesn't exist.
That's okay. I'm speaking solely within India. I'm speaking about the growth
small
rate.
countries feature there, right? So our investment ecosystem has not still got as mature, because I think hopefully
that is for sure true. But even within that so-called immature system,
No,
I think we are further
optimistic.
headed for a hit.
No, I'm optimistic this time because of all this churn. We will have a different finance minister coming in, and that will really, hopefully, will change the way we are looking at this whole scenario.
Interesting. Now that you bring up finance ministry, who do you think is an ideal
So,
In case
but
BJP
BJP will
was a
want to hold
majority,
that.
who would you want?
Who do I want? I don't know who would I want, because selection of ministers is clearly not happening because they come with their economics hat per se, right? She did work for a consulting firm in the financial space, and that is not the best qualification to become a finance minister, but she did. So
I mean, it's way better than most others who are seriously underqualified.
Sheikh Waras famously have said that he stands to be the best economics minister because, when the Cuban government was formed after the revolution,
Mhm.
right? See, the thing is, the argument can go with whoever speaks better, but I think now BJP obviously has first level of thing is that they will, to stay in power, they will have to look at who all to hold, how to ensure that they will continue to hold them, and to contain internal factions itself, because there will be a lot of people who will be trying to prove that they stand. Uh, they they should get better say, and I don't know in the whole process if uh, modified BJP probably has to be reclaimed by RSS now. So, and a lot of people who were originally RSS and originally for the Indian small business were completely sidelined. So they may actually come back and have a bigger say now. So interesting.
But I think I don't know. As yet, like based on what this is looking like right now, I think I am slightly more pessimistic, I would say, about how things are going to be over the next couple of, I don't know, weeks or months or whatever, but in the near future. I don't see the brightest of times from an economic standpoint as well as a social standpoint, because again, I could be completely biased, but I have all the right reasons to say that in a government where Congress is more represented or their allies are more represented, I think the social barriers will only continue to grow. And I think we might see more of the sort of anti-Hindu, anti-Muslim sentiments growing further, right? The gap between the two growing further. We may not see the finest of uh, economic optimism and the kind of India growth story that everyone has been sort of flooding Instagram and Twitter and LinkedIn with over the last couple of months.
No, but do you think it would have been otherwise if BJP were to get any majority?
Oh, I
The
seriously think
divide
so.
would
If
have
at all a
continued to grow
BJP
anyway.
managed a single majority or above 300, I think the whole growth story would have multiplied even
No,
further.
but the social argument you talked about, right? The Hindu-Muslim divide.
Yeah,
That will continue to grow.
I fail to understand why is the BJP accused of being polarizing when forever historically and even now, as you can see in UP's elections as well as in West Bengal elections, it has time and again been proven that it is the Congress that has been exploiting the religious minorities through every possible manner.
Because you also have BJP folks commenting time and again, polarizing their own voter base.
You have the
Look
BJP
at
people
the
commenting that the Congress is actually doing that, right? You have even Modi spoke about, whatever he did about Muslims in the recent past while rallying. It was a hit at the Congress. It was not a hit at Muslims. It was a hit at how Congress is aiding and exploiting the Muslims to get what they want to do.
The Congress has always been doing it, right? Congress has always been doing it, but the
And we
point is,
still
how
don't seem
different
to
has
learn from
BJP
it,
been?
right?
Well, see, it has come to the Congress is not in power. They will try to do everything to get to power. But when you are in power, what are you trying to do, and what kind of narrative are you encouraging to build?
Correct. So while in power, how has the BJP necessarily increased the divide between Hindu and Muslims? What do you think has led to that?
You've had time and again the BJP narrative also has been the polarizing. In fact, you had sitting MPs who have also won now or leading now have also made very strong statements towards polarizing. So, which is not going to help. See, it may help with the overall narrative. See, that very statement of being, assertive Hindu can still be assertive, not necessarily by renegating or putting down another faith, right? But point is, it is being consistently made by looking at it negatively, putting them in a bad light, which is clearly encouraging the divide, which has been consistently done.
Do you agree that minority appeasement is actually not in the best interest of minorities, but rather more harmful for them?
Yeah.
And if that were true, do you also agree that Congress and their allies have forever banked only on that fact of minority appeasement?
Perhaps not only on that, but yes, it's also the other
And it is the
casteistic
same card that
approach.
is playing even today. What I fail to understand is how are people falling for the same shit again and again?
Well, see, there are certain messaging the way it goes, right? See, uh, um, there are see now if you're talking about it, see now Muslims as a community has been communicated to how to operate business, right? Their choice of business is also based on their community. In fact, I have heard in Coorg a Muslim tell a friend of mine for his business that he actually sponsored a Muslim promoted event, and he asked for the database of their community so that we'll give them make some offers to the community to buy from their business. The guy who took the sponsor amount told him on his face that, see, thanks for the money, but no Muslims will buy from you. They will only buy from our community. They will not buy from you. You're a Hindu. Okay, that is one. And second thing is, in another instance, his Muslim friend who runs the business, he was asked that, why don't you source it from me? I will give you a good deal. And he said that I can source it from you, then I will get excommunicated. Very soon the community will find out that I am sourcing from you and I have stopped sourcing from my other community member. So I will get excommunicated. These are the things that are discussed in their mosque on a day-to-day basis. So they not only discuss who do you source it from, who do you buy from, who do you vote, and this is exactly not the way it is done in Hindu community. Because I don't know, when did you last go to temple? If you did go to temple, have you ever heard any politics discussed in a temple? And do you even care if your pujari tells you, discusses where did you buy from, who do you sell it to, who do you want to source it from if you are a seller?
Yeah, so what are you
So,
indicating? Who is responsible for this?
party, if you are like running a party or if you are working with a party to manage strategy, it is a lot easy for you to tap into the community ecosystem by tapping into few people in Muslim community
Yeah,
who
so you are
control the
exactly
mass.
adding to my point by saying that it is,
See,
Congress or the Muslims
see,
that are more biased and always
no,
discriminating on social factors, right?
see, discrimination, but see, thing is that whatever the messaging it is going to, they are tapping into it. It's the same access BJP has. But if BJP starts trying to stand in this mode, which is perhaps beneficial for them from a vote base at certain points, but this is going to give wind to the same divide. And Congress is going to likely to benefit out of it, or any
So
other
you are
party,
telling
if it is
BJP is
SP.
wrong that they are not dividing further?
It's not that they are not dividing further. They are obviously contributing to it.
How are they contributing? They're remaining as passive as possible. You just mentioned that if a
No,
bunch
it's
of people.
not that they are. No, it's not being passive. In fact, this is they have not been passive, right? They have also been more assertive, and that assertiveness is contributing to further draw the benefit by the other guys to use their assertion as a threat. They are trying to tell that, see, they are ripping up the Hindu assertiveness. That means you as a Muslim are seeing an end line here. If you don't stand up, don't become more aggressive. So it is actually they are whipping up more emotion of pointing the assertiveness of whipped up assertiveness to drive more aggression here. So it is if it was not done, probably they wouldn't have been able to. But the whole thing is gone both ways. So here they say, I don't give you any benefits, this benefit-based politics, but they also go and offer, don't talk about religion, they also do that. So end of the day, you are only seeing all the national politics is becoming do whatever the other is doing. So where is the differentiator here? Krishna, are you there?
I am there. I'm just processing all that you're saying. Yeah. I don't know. I don't have a particular comment on this. But it's just where I'm present. No, I'm not pleasantly surprised. I am very intrigued by seeing Congress touch 99 and 100. Prashant Kishore is being proven wrong where he told Congress won't touch 3 digits. Or I think he said INDIA won't touch 3 digits, no?
No, Congress is it.
Shashank, you're on mute. Yeah. But interesting. How do you think FDI and stuff is going to be affected because of this? How do you think angel market will react to this?
Well, it'll all. Sorry, Prashant is going to speak, right?
Sorry, what?
Shashank.
Yeah,
Shashank has
Shashank
been
seems to be on
quiet
mute.
for a long time.
He's on mute. I don't know if he's there or he's quit. But yeah, it's 2. And nothing has changed in the last 1 hour, though, interestingly. Oh, so
Well, BJP total, how much is it now, BJP?
they're at the 240. Stagnant at 240. And it is so intriguing that, I mean, anyone else who was predicting a Congress or an INDIA win, they always stuck to the 240, 295 narrative, right? It's so intriguing how they could get the number spot on that it would be a 240.
Yeah, correct.
But yeah, let's maybe reconnect around 4:30 or 5. I think we might have more mature numbers by then.
Yes, let's do that.
Yep.
All right.
Cool.
Hello,
See
it
you.
was fun.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.